Wow,
All right.
woo.
We got
Oh,
a
yeah.
new
So,
setup for all of our stuff. Our videos are gonna look cool now.
thanks Vaughn for getting that all set up. Thanks Unk for getting that all set up
You're welcome.
and giving us a makeover and sprucing things up. So the last time we all played, you guys had just made your way into the winding tunnels of rough-hewn stone here in the echoing cave, and something unseen threatened you all. As you made your way further into the winding tunnels, using caution, you could hear this loud, like almost like prolonged sigh as it reverberated through the halls and caves and seemed to almost come from every direction, causing the ground to rumble. You felt this bassy, echoing sigh in your bones as it exhaled through the tunnels. And as you made your way further within the branching, winding tunnels, using caution and using stealth and staying hidden, moving immaculately through the space, despite your best efforts, Kitland unknowingly stepped right into the threat. While attempting to hide in a small little alcove, Kitland had found himself engulfed and immersed in this sticky, burning goo-like substance. And you all quickly realized that you were being hunted by a gelatinous cube. One of my favorite quotes from last session was, "There's a goo. Aye, that's a lot of goo. What the fuck are we gonna do?"
The rhymes. I love
About,
it.
That sounds about
sums it
right.
That
up.
was so good. It was so poetic.
That about sums it.
Thinking quickly, Dominic passed out a rope for you all to hold on to kind of help the party from getting separated in these maze-like tunnels. But it also served as a great tool for when Kitland got stuck in this ooze for you to be able to pull him back out. And that's exactly what Pamela did as he called for her in the last moments before he was slurped in.
That was really
Um,
smart.
Thick spiderwebs covered certain paths, but you were able to set them ablaze and burn them out of your way. However, upon lighting the webs on fire, the tunnels were filled with choking black smoke that would take a few seconds to disperse. Working together and thinking quickly on your feet, you were all able to elude the gelatinous creature and push further into the heart of the mines. The rocky, roughly hewn tunnels soon gave way to carved stone corridors and doorways, clearly of dwarven make and design. Dalmik discovered a larger central chamber that was split by a lower section littered with broken tables and benches. This must have been some type of dining hall for the miners who once worked and resided here. Stalactites hung from the high ceiling like teeth in a dragon's maw, and several paths branched off from the central chamber. On one of the raised escarpments, Domit could see a dwarf-sized corpse and feared the worst. Bernie, Kitland, and Eladri made sure that the cube was dispatched and retreated back into the tunnels as Staris and Domit pushed their way into the central chamber. Another great quote from last session was, "Is it dead?" referring to the cube, and Kitland responded, I've got a goat fighting him." Kitland had also summoned a giant goat, and not wanting to leave this weakened creature, not wanting to give it a chance to retreat and heal and rest, you all three were able to dispatch it. Back in the larger chamber, Gundren discovered the corpse as well and identified it as his younger brother Dendro and became overwhelmed with grief. Astaris comforted Gundren, and the rest of you made sure to deal with the gelatinous cube. Domik made his way further down and closer towards the tables and benches of this large dining chamber. And as he did, an array of brilliant, dazzling lights began to illuminate the upper escarpment he had just stepped down from. Staris's bow was warning you of another threat. And Dominic, as you began to scan the area, intense with anticipation, you saw a large spherical creature with rotting flesh and protruding eye stalks descend into the room, hiding in the shadows of the stalactite. In the center of its face, a large, milky, white eye.
Ew.
I'm going to need
Ew.
everybody to roll initiative.
And swapping over to the game. There we go.
Go.
Oh, I hate it.
I hate it. Oh,
Yeah.
that is.
You-
God, I always roll so
Did I-
badly on initiative.
I accidentally wrote twice. Study.
So,
Nice.
It was just
Hitlin, feel free to double check this. Does the goat act on your initiative, or do you need a roll for that separately?
I can do. Oh, let me see.
Because I know Pamela acts on your
Yeah,
turn.
this looks the same. Like I can use a bonus action to do this. It's the same as Pamela. It looks like.
Got it. So they're
Uh,
they're both gonna kind of all share your turn. Wonderful.
And point of order, DM, do I still have advantage due to everything that was going on the last couple sessions?
Yes, that
Okay.
will remain unchanged until I ask for another one of those types of rolls, and those
Okay.
will probably come, Dominic, every handful of sessions, depending on where the narrative takes us.
Copy. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sean, quick question because I'm going to be commanding 2 creatures now.
Natural
Mhm.
20.
Let's go.
It says this creature is friendly to you and your companions and acts on your turns. You can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it takes on its next turn, or to give it general orders such as attack your enemies. In the absence of such orders, it just acts in a fashion appropriate to its nature. So I imagine I can't bonus action command Pamela and the goat in the same turn, but if I use one bonus action to just have the goat generally attack enemies, will it be doing that while I use my bonus action to in a later
Yes.
turn to command Pamela?
Yeah, I think if you, I think absolutely. So I think that might take a few turns to get everybody maybe, dishing out everyone's orders. But I think generally, I will say yes, you could use one bonus action to say, hey, go, continue to attack that thing, until you're too wounded to fight. Or
Mhm.
continue to attack that thing until you're dead, or
Yeah.
whatever. So I think I will allow you to give it an ongoing order for its action, and it will continue to do that, absolutely. And then maybe on a following turn, you could use a bonus action to be like, "Hey, go retreat, get out of there. I need you to do something else."
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Cool. Absolutely. All right. So I need to roll some dice for myself. All right.
Oh no.
Dungeon.
Let's go.
This.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And the baddie is gonna roll that. All right. Let me pull up the baddie stat block really quick. Did anybody get higher than a 20?
23.
Holy shit snacks.
Oh.
Anybody get higher than a 15?
I got a 20.
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
I got a 19.
Okay. Anybody get higher than a 10?
I got 10.
Andrew got a 15. And did anybody get higher than a 5?
I got a 3.
Brandy got a 3. Oh,
I rolled a nat
no.
1.
And it happens to the best of us.
Rough.
This is a little homebrewed guy, so I gotta go in the secret folder for him.
Secret folder.
The secret folder.
Secret folder.
Secret
Secret folder.
folders.
All right, and he got. That's what I thought. That's so funny, man. He's some consistent. All right. Give me 2 seconds to put you guys in order because I didn't do that first. But Dominic, you are up. Kitland, you are on deck. Staris, what is the range of your
Dark vision?
No, your bow, your bow of warding. Is it 30
Oh.
feet?
Take a look. 30 feet.
30 feet.
Well-
Okay.
Yeah, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep.
That's the only caveat, is they need to be within 30 feet of you?
The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally. Yeah, I guess so, 30 feet.
I'm gonna kind of rule this a little funky for Eladri, in that if I like were to like go in a line, it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, like 10, 15, 20, like
You don't want to go as the Badger Burrows?
well, because it's within 30 feet of you, but like I don't imagine its ability will be able to go through the stone.
Stone, exactly.
I'm gonna say Kitland is not surprised, but Eladri and Bernie will be surprised this round.
Okay.
All right, like kind of unaware that your friends are in danger. Like you'll quickly aware, because I think Kitland's right there, but there's just like a 6-second delay for the two of you because you don't quite see the dazzling lights of
6,
stars as though,
7.
and you're too far away to realize what's going on. So Dominic, you are up. Kitland, you are on deck. Then Eladri, but Eladri, you are surprised.
Okay.
So take us away, Dom.
All right. Oh, well, that's not great. Does it look like it knows I'm there?
As it descends, you see this thing has this like large, gaping, open, drooling mouth, and there's this like milky central white
Ew.
eye. This eye is probably about the size of your head. The eye stalks, but 4 eye stalks on it protruding, are scanning the room, and one turns and looks directly at you, Dominic.
All right.
And it's about 15 feet over the like tables right now, and I think the ceiling's another like 5 feet at like the end of the stalactites kind of begin like another 1 or 2 feet above it, but like the ceiling is probably 5 feet above them, so like roughly 20 feet from ground to the top of the ceiling here, and he's hovering about 15 feet in the air.
Are the eyes like human eyes, or like eyes or snake eyes?
I will answer that question on your turn, Stars.
So sorry.
That is okay.
No, that's a great
I'm glad
question.
you asked it.
I think Dominic is not really paying attention to what it looks like. I think he's just trying to figure out if it's watching him or not. With that one going at him, I think he's going to move 5, 10 back to the rest of the group and kind of say, under his breath, and keeping his eyes looking at this thing, but kind of he knows where the vicinity where Gundren and Staris were. He's going to kind of draw his sword very slightly. He's going to kind of cut his finger a little bit and cast his my Crimson Right on my sword. So you'll see he'll kind of slit his thumb a little bit, and you'll see red lightning kind of roil up the blade, kind of crackling ever so slightly. And he's going to say behind his back, all right, we need to move back into the hallway and try to funnel this thing towards us. And he's just going to hold his action for if it comes at them, that he's going to attack with his sword. He's going to try to protect the other two to get back into the hallway.
Okay, that's your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, that'll bring us to Kitland.
So did I hear that? I mean, he's kind of far away from me.
No, I just said it loud enough for Staris and Gundren to kind of be like, you need to move. We need to move back.
So I think from your perspective, Kitland, you were able to see Dominic kind of like cut himself, and you're seeing the lights reflecting off the cave walls around Staris, which I think you know what that means at this point. Gundren is still holding his dead brother, and you see Dominic is like kind of urgently talking to Staris and Gundren, but you can't quite make it out.
that's bad crack. I'm writing Pamela. Do you want to lock me on the token?
Yeah, baby.
Lock it on.
Hold on one
Lock
second.
it on.
Lock
Advanced
it in.
transform group, and it should be. There it is. It's grouped.
Okay. I'm gonna ride Pamela to see what's going on in there.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Jesus Christ.
Giant beach ball with balls, and then see another stalk like wrap around and like stare at you as you enter the room and track you, Kitlin.
Okay. I, seeing this, am going to reach into my quiver, and I'm going to pull out an arrow with a little fuzzy ball that's attached to it with some twine.
Okay.
And I am going to
You
take
guys
a
are gonna be a
shot
problem.
at this guy.
Okay.
Oh my.
So you have a fuzzy ball tied to one of your arrows. Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
And what is
I'm
the
gonna-
range of it from the bag?
You mean it says it can be thrown up to 20 feet.
Got it. Okay. So you launch this arrow at it. Roll me an attack roll with the arrow, and then roll me a d8 for your animal.
Here's the short bow.
Actually, I'm gonna need this attack with disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm sorry to do that. But all will become clear.
All right. So 15.
Not bad. You fire this arrow, and then what was your d8 for the...
I've not rolled that yet.
That is okay.
Should I go ahead and do that?
Go ahead and do that, please.
Okay, it's a 7. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
and I'm just gonna look at that really quick. That is a... Oh, good. Okay, so here's what happens. Your arrow gets 20 feet away from you, give or take, Kitland, and the fuzzy ball just turns into a giant lion, instantly breaking the small piece of twine. Or not a giant lion, but just like a lion, and it's fully grown, and they're big cats. A lot just like off this, so the twine just instantly breaks as a lion like falls, like I think back towards the ground, and just like immediately flips over in the ways cats do and still lands on its feet, as it like clears the edge of this escarpment that you're on. And then the arrow kind of like wiggles in the air a little bit and wavers, but this thing is so big it still hits the target. So go ahead and roll me your damage, and I'll make a lion token. Now,
I will.
Oh my.
That's going to be 9 damage from the short bow. I will use favored foe.
I'm still making my lion token. Keep doing what you're doing. It all sounds horrible.
All right, I wasn't expecting the line to show up, but okay.
So 9 damage there, and then fucking another crit, so 4.
That's so big.
Yes, lion.
5, 10, 15, 20.
I'm going to be using my bonus action to command the lion to attack the thing, but before I'm just going to finish my movement real quick with Pamela. So we're at 30. I'm going to go 35, 40 down here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will just move to the lion's turn, if that's all right. Let me pull up a lion.
Have you used your bonus action yet?
The bonus action was to command the lion to attack the.
Oh, okay. I'm
Mm.
sorry. I've been making tokens.
Yeah, you're good.
I believe everything you said. Dylan, you keep him in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Dylan's in charge.
He said I could do it.
He said I could do it. He said
Okay.
the
Dylan,
lion was
can we get
cool.
pizza?
So how much?
Hey,
Tell me
two
again.
toppings.
Can I
How
have a
much
Coke,
damage you
Dad?
did?
He said 2 toppings.
yeah, I did 9 and then 4.
So 13 all day.
Yep.
Dope. All right, arrow. Yeah, it's one to the side. You gotta a little bit as your lion now. Now this thing is pretty high, but let's look at the stats of a lion because that's the thing I totally planned on doing today.
It would have been that funny situation where you like didn't have all these set up and you never got the lion, but of course the day you have it, you didn't have a lion.
Yeah.
I will say it has a long jump. I will
Yeah.
say that like we can say maybe not that high, but it can do like a high jump as well with it.
Well, so
Uh,
can I do?
w-
So I've got pounce and running leap. I mean, if I command it to run, like backwards and then forwards to pounce, can I do that one? Will that reach up to it with a 20-foot straightforward?
Oh yeah. The lion can do like 5, 10, 15, 20, do like one of those
Yeah.
things that cats do, and then
Yeah.
run and leap at it. Absolutely.
Okay.
So it is.
Uh,
Holy shit! You got the perfect animal for this fight. So.
So cool.
It did its running leap and its pounce. So
I was waiting for the owl to show
if
up
the lion
again.
moves at least 24
Yeah.
and then hits it with a claw attack. So it's
The
so
mouse.
roll your claw
Yeah,
attack.
well, the mouse is dead.
Oh, that's
okay.
So D20 plus 5.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
That's gonna be 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 to hit.
That is gonna do it.
Yep.
So roll 1d6 plus 3 damage.
That's so crazy, dude.
And then
That's gonna be a 6 plus 3.
My
9
God.
damage. Holy shit.
yeah,
Okay.
Let's go, lion.
Then
Move
I'm
on.
gonna roll a strength check for the creature to see if the lion knocks it prone or not.
That would be so funny. Just bats it out of the air like a yarn ball.
Just
Yeah.
literally, yeah. Okay. You know what? What is the DC?
13.
Okay, I get no bonus to this,
Oh my gosh.
so I'm just gonna roll a straight D20. All right. The lion
Whoa.
pulls this like undead spectator
Holy
to the ground and
Oh.
can now make a bite attack as a bonus action.
Go
Holy
lion!
shit, go
No.
lion, dude.
Roll a bite attack with advantage because it is
Let's
prone.
freaking
Oh wait,
go.
let me check one thing actually.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Dylan, that's
not,
amazing.
not immune to being prone. Okay.
Okay. I will roll a d20 with advantage.
Holy
Dude,
shit,
this
I
is
thought
so
this
good.
one was like gonna be a scary fight. He just starts
Man,
deflating.
Not that great.
He pops a hole in him.
Just-
So 14 to hit with the bite.
It's just a hot air.
With
balloon.
advantage,
With advantage, yeah. Not great roll.
a 14 does miss, unfortunately, as the lion kind of pulls it down. The sheer size of it, this thing kind of like begins to move over on top of it, and like just the writhing rigidness of it. And I'll actually say the lion does get like a small part of it, but it's just like undead flesh that just easily peels off this creature as it begins to like float away and get some distance. Still an epic freaking turn by the lion.
Amazing.
As this creature is now
And
shocked
so-
and startled by the large cat it is now fighting. The last thing it expected to find down here.
And I think how much movement would you say I've used? Because there's 20 to get to that pounce plus, running backwards. So am I at like
for
40 or something?
for the lion.
Yeah.
You see, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll say we're at 50 with the leaping up to get to the lion.
Okay. Cool.
Or get to the beholder because it was 15 feet in the air.
Cool. And then the goat is just gonna do whatever a goat would do naturally.
Cool.
He's got a big pile of goo right underneath it.
Roll me an intelligence check for the goat.
He's just gonna start chewing cud, just sitting.
Yes. Just hanging out.
It gets
hanging
minus
out.
4 to this roll.
Oh God.
Yeah. Okay.
They're not intelligent.
I'll just roll a regular d20. And that's a nat 20.
God.
Natural 20.
What are these animals?
What's the goat's move speed?
Fantastic.
It has 40 feet move speed.
Dude, that's amazing.
That's so good.
Aladri and Bernie, you just see a goat come sprinting down the hallway. And Kitlin, it just like, just kind of like right behind you and just like stomps its foot and like shakes its head a little bit. It's ready. It sensed you were in danger and came running.
That's
So
amazing.
it's gonna do with its turn.
Animals roll out.
Yeah. Oh my
Like,
God!
what do we
Please
even
make an
need to
animal
be here
transformer.
anymore? Yeah. I feel like the party
Animal
doesn't. We just need to have Kitlin throw his little animals around, and he's a Pokemon trainer at this point. He is 100% a Pokemon trainer.
Truly.
Yay!
Truly.
I'm
he
gonna
does have
cheer on the
red
animals.
ash hat.
That's fair.
No longer worried about power balancing. That's gonna bring us to Saris's turn.
Okay.
Please continue to worry about power balancing. There might be times that Kitlin's not around.
Or his animal herd.
Hers animal herd, or we get different animals. I mean,
Or we get
Yeah.
the
You
just
owl 5
never know.
times.
Nails
He
the
attacks with
animals.
10 owls.
So, what type of eyes does this creature have? Are they human eyes? Are they snake eyes? Are they cat eyes?
Hey, roll me a I don't think I need a roll for this. I mean, it is dark. There's a little bit of a glow illuminating from your bow, and you do have dark vision.
Oh
But
God!
it is still
Sorry.
it is still pretty dark. The eyes scanning you are lidless. They're just like these orbs attached to the end of what look like almost like writing tentacles.
Mhm.
They don't blink, they stare, and they look strangely humanoid.
Round eyes. Okay.
I love it. What does
Not
it
the
mean?
slanty eyes, the round eyes.
Not the slits.
Not
Got it. Got it. All right. So Stars looks at this thing and says, "I hope this spells your doom," and says, casts Unsettling Words for her bonus action.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm going to use an inspiration and choose a creature I could see. I'm going to roll my Bardic Inspiration die, and the creature has to subtract that from its next saving throw.
Ooh.
3.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, what was I making? I needed to make a saving throw?
No. I just used Unsettling Words, which I got to use my Bardic to subtract from their next saving throw.
Got it. So -3 to my next saving throw with
Correct.
the spectator. Understood.
Yeah. And then Cyrus is going to squint into the darkness. Maybe take a step forward so she can see a little bit better. And say, "Light up," and cast Fairy Fighter. Let
Fairy
see.
fire.
Fairy
Nice.
fire to
So-
try to get just the creature and not the lion.
I think you can do that.
Cool. And that is a dex saving throw. You're trying to beat 15.
Copy that.
I didn't mean to do it that way. Let me do it this way.
Oh, with that -3 is pretty slick.
Yeah.
That is
Doris.
not going to do it.
Nice.
With the -3, that is definitely not going to do it.
Let's go.
Hey.
Yeah. So, what color would you like your glow to be, Stars?
Yeah, we're gonna go violet.
You're turning violet, Violet.
Whee.
Nice.
This creature just begins to glow, like lighting up the space, a clear target as it's struggling to get up and away from this lion that's now doubling back and kind of going for another attack. Stars, I went a little bit out of order. Is that the end of your turn?
That I'm gonna sneak back this way.
Cool.
Like, whoa.
Thanks.
And be like,
But
ah.
I will say, actually, Stars, before you finish your turn and your movement, Gundren should have gone before you, but I think he's still a little dazed from his, the experience he's having, mourning his brother. And, as Dominic has kind of given this order to retreat, Gundren just says, I'm not leaving him,
Oof.
and just continues to hold him. So, Stars, if you would like to use your movement to try to maybe convince or pull Gundren away, you can, but I'll leave that up to you.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I think Cyrus is alarmed by what she sees.
Mm-hmm.
Gundren, we have to go.
I'm not bloody leaving him!
We can come back for him.
Roll me a persuasion check.
He wouldn't want you dead. 19.
Hell yes.
Oh yeah.
You see he just holds his brother tighter to his chest.
Oh.
His brother who has been dead for several days, and without looking at you said, I'm not bloody leaving him down here with that guy. And he is unwilling to move.
Okay.
Oh no.
That will be Aladri. During your turn, you were surprised, I think, especially as you saw this giant goat running past you, still sort of piecing together what exactly is happening right now. Stars, you said that was the end of your turn?
Let me see. Can Stars get behind this? Is this any kind of cover?
I think so, yeah. That's like a large stalagmite that's kind of growing from the ground. You can absolutely sneak back there.
Okay. Yeah, that's what she's gonna do. Maybe something terribly hideous down there, and rush over here.
Cool.
Nice.
I don't think you're necessarily hidden,
Okay.
but you do have some cover behind that thing.
Okay.
Bernie, you are also kind of surprised here, still kind of piecing together what's happening out of the range of Starus' bow, and also a little confused by the giant goat and
Yeah.
its behavior,
Just a bit.
which will then unfortunately skip your turn this round and now bring it to my spectator, who I can add to initiative because I am a champ at rolling initiative for my monsters, you guys.
Did Aladri go?
Aladri was
Surprise.
surprised
Oh,
this
surprise
round.
round. That's right.
Bernie.
Yes, you did say that.
Yep,
Sorry.
yep.
Sorry.
All good. All good. I am also missing a lot of stuff tonight. So the boogeyman here will use half of its move to get up and float a little bit closer into the space. And let's do
Oh no.
this.
No.
One of the eye stalks looks at you, Dominic. Another eye stalk is going to kind of scan you, Starus, and see you peeking behind the stalagmite, while a fourth eye stalk turns down and looks at the lion instead. So let's roll for Dominic, and then we'll roll for the lion. What's the easier target? Sorry, so you're safe in the ground. All right. Okay, Dominic. I as this eye looks at you, you feel yourself starting to get like disoriented a little bit, like you're like dehydrated or dizzy, and the whole room just begins to start spinning as you make eye contact with this eye stalk. I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Kitland,
Really good at those.
another eye stares at the lion, and you see an actual ray of like sickly green necrotic energy emit from the eye. Will you roll me a Constitution saving throw for the lion?
That is a 4 for my wisdom save.
Dominic, as the room begins spinning, you feel confused and disoriented, and that dehydration kicks in as you start to hunger. You cannot move on your next turn, and you must use your action to make a melee or ranged attack against a randomly determined creature within range. If you
Wow.
cannot attack something, you will do nothing on your turn.
Okay.
And what did the lion get for its wounding ray? Or for its con save?
16.
A 16. Okay, not bad. It does kind of withstands the blow and hold its ground. It's a tough creature, but it will still take some damage as the effect of this thing still hurts it. So it will be half of 10 rounded down to 5. So 5 necrotic damage to the lion.
And I am correct in assuming that the +1 under con on the lion sheet is what I'm adding to that, right? Because I rolled a 15, I just give it the +1.
Correct. Yeah, unless it says just beneath the abilities, sometimes they'll have like proficiency in saving throws, and it'll mark it right there above skills. So if it's not there, you
Yeah.
just you do it exactly like that.
Yeah.
So, all right. Giant, what's it called? Goat. All right, that is, I think, though, the end of my scary bubble monster.
Ooh.
Yeah, that hasn't happened yet, so great, good for me. That will bring us back to the top of the order. Dominic, you must make either you have just equipped your sword, I believe.
Yes.
The only creature within range
Mhm.
is Gundren.
So it says I have to make an attack, correct?
Correct.
Can I just try to punch him instead of slash him? So like an unarmed strike instead of slash with my sword?
Roll me another wisdom saving throw as you try to show restraint. I will say, here's what we'll do. If just roll. Yeah, no, we'll do that. We'll do what I said.
Natural 20 for a 22.
Yes.
Oh.
You are so disoriented. You are confused by your surroundings. You are fearing for your life, and this thing is starting to take over your kind of taking an opportunity of this moment in this mental weakened state of your stomach, and you feel this thing lashing out, wanting to do violence, using you to commit this violence, and you resist it. So you may make an unarmed strike against Gundren instead. What is your strength modifier?
It is a +1.
All right. So roll me a we're gonna call this just an unarmed strike. Roll me just a d20 and add your strength modifier to it.
Okay.
You don't add dexterity to your unarmed strikes unless you're in your hybrid form, correct?
Correct.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, it's only when I'm in my hybrid form. So just D20 plus 1. And I'm going to kind of just say, Gundren, I'm not telling you to leave your brother. Get behind the damn rock. And I'm just going to swing at him. And that's a 10.
10. Unfortunately, that's going to be enough to hit Gundren, who doesn't have much in the way of protection. You slug him for 1 damage. As he goes, Oi!
Yeah.
What the hell? And just kind of shakes him out of this moment. Who, to be fair, he has been kind of locked in grief and not really thinking. And I think he has kind of like a like splashing water in his face moment as you just kind of cold cock him.
Yeah.
And that will bring us to Kitlin's turn.
That worked out really well.
Yay.
I was like dreading that.
Nice.
Pamela,
cool.
5, 10.
Mm-hmm.
I will pull out a blue ribbon fire arrow,
Good.
and I will shoot at it with advantage, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, because it is a glow with fairy fire.
And it cannot be invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, gorgeous.
Yay.
24 on the first one,
Damn.
and a 23 on the second one.
Nice.
That actually
Ooh.
misses because
What?
fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
It's impossible for you to miss at this range, Kitland.
Yeah.
Especially with your skill. You bullseye it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, roll all your damage.
Will roll the short bow damage. Ooh, that's the worst one yet. So 4 for that.
Oh no.
Then
Plus your
I will
favorite
roll
foe.
favorite foe. For they're 2. And then I will roll a d6 for the fire.
Nice.
For another 4. And I'll use my bonus action to command. Actually, I'm gonna wait. It already has advantage, right? Attack roll. Yeah. Boy. I think I'm gonna have 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, I'm gonna command the lion to run. I don't have control of it, but I can show you the line here. It's gonna leave, so it's gonna get opportunity attack. It's gonna do like run a circle.
Okay.
So it'll come to like here, then here, and then it's gonna run and do the pounce thing again.
Gotcha.
And try to bring it down. Bring it down.
Gotcha. Yeah, because this thing was pulled down to the ground, so I will say that the creature is big enough. As it begins to run, this thing moves with kind of alarming speed and just tries to bite down on the rump of the lion. That is gonna be, oh my god, I am rolling like shit tonight.
I do.
That is gonna be
Oh, yay.
only a 10 to hit the lion, which is not enough. So the lion is too quick and is able to get out of there. And yeah, you see the lion almost like runs like it has the zoomies and just like runs to one end of the room and then runs back to the other end of the room. And it's gonna jump and try to do the same thing. So yeah, roll me the claw attack first to see if that hits. What a cool move.
And it's got advantage too, right? So
Yeah.
roll
Oh, and you
2
know
of
what? It
those.
is a large beast. So it kind of makes sense that
That's
It has
That's a
a
awesome.
big
fighting
old
chance against
kitty.
this thing. Yeah.
That's a big kitty.
14 plus 5, so
Dude.
19 to hit.
A CR1 lion versus a CR5 monstrosity. Who would win? Yeah, that hits, buddy.
Alright, so the claw is going to be 1d6 plus 3.
Some different D20 out here.
So that's going to be 6 points of
Swap.
damage.
Put that one in jail.
Yikes. Yeah, right. All right. And then
And
I've got to make a
then-
strength saving throw.
Yeah, DC strength 13.
All right, no bonus.
This is so cool.
5.
Oh my
As it gets pulled to the ground again. And the
Right.
cat may make a bite attack with advantage.
Dude, that's wild.
Wow.
This cat did all the work.
Oh
That's
my
That's a
God.
nat 20.
No way. Dude.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me 2d8 and add 3 to it.
Okay.
What? Who is this lion?
I know, right?
Now,
Fable.
Now I
so that's
believe-
only 7 total.
We're gonna name him Mufasa from now
on
on.
2d8 plus 3, that was only 7.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Bummer. All right.
Why do I
now,
want to call him Bruce?
Now, Caitlin only does get one more animal summon
Yeah.
this day,
Until the
so
long
he has
rest.
used. Yeah, he has used 2
Yeah.
already.
That's
All
true.
right.
So I'm gonna continue to move myself back with Pamela because we only moved 10. So I'm gonna go
I will-
5. Oh, go ahead.
I'll say this spectator rather, this undead monstrosity, this eyeball creature is so fucked up. The lion has shredded so much of its cheek. It's like jaws like just barely hanging on by a few threads of like tendon that haven't rotted through yet. Like one or two eye stalks on its head were dead, and like the eyes like weren't open, and they've kind of like gone limp like long before he descended and attacked you. And the lion's like ripped a few of those off. There's like a huge slash, like part of his eye, like it lid on the giant Milky Way is like flapped open now, and like the eye is beginning to roll a little bit to that side. This milky large eye. This creature is looking insanely ravaged by this lion. At this point.
Amazing.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30,
I'm pissed.
35
No, bitch.
down here. And then a goat's gonna do what a goat's gonna do.
What's gotta do what a ghost's gotta do.
God, if the goat comes in and gets the kill, that's gonna be wild.
I think roll me just another intelligence check for the goat.
Pokemon.
-4.
Gotta
my
catch 'em
God.
all.
It's a 19 -4.
No
so,
way.
15.
Rolls are crazy.
Yes.
Give me just 2 seconds to scream.
Just scream.
Action economy is broken.
That's so true.
The goat has a taste for blood after helping kill the gelatinous cube.
Oh my God.
And with a speed of 40, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Oh shit.
it sees you go out there, fight something, and run passes you. The goat like looks at you, looks back down the other end of the hallway, looks back at you, Kitlin, looks back down the other end of the hallway, looks back at you, Kitlin, looks back down at the other end of the hallway, and just charges up the stairs, stops, like scans everything, sees the beholder, turns, runs, leaps off the freaking ledge here, and just headbutts this already prone, like dives head first into the beholder that is already prone because it's dealing with the lion. Roll me a ram attack with advantage.
Well,
So
but it moved
good.
20 feet. Is that a charge attack?
It is a charge attack, so if this hits, it will deal 4d4 plus 3 bludgeoning damage.
What?
Oh.
Dude.
He came to the wrong petting zoo.
And Eladri and
that's
Bernie
gonna
are just
be
hanging out outside on the
13
halls.
plus.
Yeah,
Trying
we
to
don't
figure out
even know
what's
what's
happening.
going on.
Right.
What am I adding?
Spooky place.
Like, what has gotten into that goat?
That's
It
gonna be
hasn't,
18
like,
to
I don't
hit.
even think the spectators made any noise. It's just been wrecked every single round.
Literally.
It's made a lot of noise as the lion is torn it to shreds. You guys are hearing a very weird sound coming from, with this echoing like on the hallway.
Oh my
That hits. Roll 44.
No way. +3 at the end.
My target
Jeez,
takes
man.
Plus
action.
3.
5 2d4.
So it's 44.
Okay.
And it's already prone, so
1 2 3 4
Nice.
4
9. Jeez.
9 total. Yeah.
Well, did you
Plus
add the 3
3.
to it? Yeah, 3 more.
Then 12. So 12 damage.
Jesus. This goat just like dive bombs into this giant bloated creature, and it's able to like get up like just in time so that the goat basically doesn't ram straight through it. Roll me a d4, Kitland.
I was waiting for that spectator to just like blow up like a balloon.
1.
Truly.
1. You see as the goat like connects with it, it like hits it near the top of the head and just shears off one of its eye stalks, completely like ripping it from the top of its head. And the beholder lets out this bellowing moan. It was the same eye stalk that had just attacked you, Dominic, so it no longer has that ability.
That guy.
Amazing.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna retire as a DM. No, I love this. Fuck yeah. All right, Eladri, you are up. Shit's going down in the other room.
Yeah.
You're very well aware of that at this point.
Okay, yep. 5. Oh. What's the crack? Failing?
All right.
All right.
Well, I mean, I'm not supposed to be talking right now, right? Or are we doing seconds of talking?
Only if you want to.
Not really. I mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
think you
not
kind of
really.
said you've said I think already that something's going on
Yep.
down there.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yep. All right, we can see what's going on.
A lion and a goat tearing an undead spectator to shreds.
Yep, well, that's not something you see every day. Glad I could be a part of this moment. Forgotten Realms Geographic. I will use a bonus action to use cunning action to dash.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go 5, 10, 15. My whip has a range of 10 feet. The beholder's on
Yes.
the ground. Am
Yes.
I still okay? Okay.
You are within range.
We're gonna devo him.
When a problem comes along.
Ooh. Doth a 16 hit.
It does, actually. Good rolls, guys.
And this will be with all the. All right. 11 damage. As I crack the whip on this. I hate these tunnels. There are things that I don't know. These are not animals. I'm having a really rough time here. I will step up one more time after the attack and hold my shield up.
Eladri, as you step forward holding your shield up, you realize now that your whip attack has like slashed it right across the large milky eye as it kind of rolled to face you. And in that moment, it splits the eye open as it just like bursts and like turns into, it almost looks like a runny egg as it just like liquefies down its face. And in that moment you see the eyes sag as the lion as like the goat's like horn is stuck in like the top of its head still, and it's like pulling back and the lion's like tugging it. You see this creature literally just like pull apart as you whip it right in the center, giving it just enough split for it to begin to tear. And the three of you working together have effectively torn this creature in two as it just turns into a stinky, gurgling, bloody mess.
Holy
My
crap.
God.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
Oh,
This
Right.
will only be lore to Bernie.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't even know. Like, we could be making this
I-
whole thing up. You don't even know.
Truly.
I mean, there will be evidence.
I mean, we could have just found it there. She doesn't know.
Right.
but the animals.
The animals.
We don't
do
know
not
what Kitlin does with his
care.
animals. He just pops them out. I mean, you don't know.
Da-da-da-da.
Wow.
The creature has been vanquished. The lion is covered in this like black blood just all over the front of his face and in his mane. Same with the goat. It's like running down his face as well and covering like the tops and rounded part of his horns. You see the lion kind of chews it apart a little bit, but doesn't seem too interested in eating it, and like pounces up on one of the tables and lets out a loud, ferocious roar that just echoes through the chamber. The goat does start eating it. And as the lion roars, almost as though it's echoing its roar, you feel that surge, that rumbling sensation that starts on the balls of your feet and shakes through your legs and into your core as you hear the sighing, whooshing sound breathing through the chamber once more. And this sounds happens rhythmically once roughly every 20 to 30 seconds. You begin to notice.
I think that Bernie kind of has just finished killing the slime over here, and looks around, sees all this action going on, and hurriedly runs up into the room and kind of skids around the corner. Hey, the goat and the I heard some sort of what the.
And you see this just gross a mess. Literally this giant round beast that has been split in two, large eye stalks limp off the top of its head. You can no longer see the milky white eye because it's just sort of liquefied from where Eladri whipped it. But you can see kind of like the remnants of a grinning, toothy jaw on either section of what's left of the corpse. The goat's like chewing on one of the eye stalks and just stares at you.
Oh, what in the name of the gods happened here?
The animals did good.
I'm grateful for the menagerie.
Kitlin, they didn't do good. They did great. That thing was amazing. And you see Dominic just kind of sheath his sword, and he'll walk over to Gundren and say, "Sorry, Gundren, about plugging you in the face."
No, I needed it. I wasn't thinking straight. I thank you all for keeping me safe. I need to get Dendro out of here. I need to get my brother out of these caves. I'm going to take him back to the campsite that we found. I need to prepare his body. Turn it to the stone.
I think that's a good idea. Bernie, Kitlin, Eladri, is that cube still there, or is it safe to go out?
Aye, as far as I know, it should be melted on the ground. It should be safe.
Right, I sent the goat after it, so I didn't see what happened. Did you see, Benny?
I did. It's again, it should be safe. But just in case, I'll go back with you, Gundren. I'll help you carry. I'm so sorry.
I actually think it's pertinent to check the rest of these back rooms anyway. I don't want to get surprised by anything coming up behind us. But
Well,
this is no place to bury anyone.
Aye.
Thank you all. And you are able to, if you want, Bernie, you are able to help Gundren kind of carry the body, maybe even wrap it in some cloths or like a spare
Mhm.
bedroll, if you guys want, and take some time to do this. The coast is relatively clear, and it's a pretty short distance back to where you started. You haven't come very far into this cavern quite yet, and I think if with 15, maybe 20 minutes or so, you can help Gundren accomplish this task. Um, is there any other way you guys want to assist or help Gundren do this? But it does look like he will stay kind of behind in this campsite to prepare his brother.
Um, yeah, I'll just use speak with animals.
Mhm.
And all right, goat, lion. Been calling you other mates long, so you'll be I don't know, long 3 and long 4. But there's no rowing between the two of you.
The lion,
Yeah.
because you have speak with animals on right now. The lion looks at you, Caitlin, and goes, "I want to be long one."
I think you've earned
He's
it.
kind of like licking his paws.
I think you've earned it.
Amazing.
Earned it. Long 3 then, goat. Will you help carry our friend's brother's body? And I'll
Okay.
offer that to Gundren too. You can use me, goat, to load up your to help carry your brother.
Load up your
Load 'em
brother.
up. Well,
Yeah,
And
I'll say
offer
you.
the goat.
I'll say using the goat, you can do it like even faster. Takes you guys like 10 minutes. The goat's able to do it kind of no time. You're able to get Gundren's brother's corpse, Dendra's corpse, back to we'll call it like the forward camp, so to speak, back here. And there seems to be no sign of the cube that Bernie vanquished. There's still like a jelly puddle. If anyone like sticks their head around this corner.
Yeah,
But
can I
they're
investigate the jelly puddle with if anybody else wants to come over and see if it's got any
sure.
Sure, I'll
nice
come.
victim goodies in there?
I'll say yeah, absolutely. If you want to go walk over there. So yeah, it takes just a few minutes to do this, but Gundren is able to safely get back to camp. Using the goat's help. Does the goat stay with Gundren, or will the goat come back with you, Caitlin, into the tunnels?
Just he'll stay with Gundren until that is sorted.
Cool.
Ew.
Gundren needs some time
ew.
to prepare his brother's corpse. Looks like there's some like kind of blast rites things. It also looks like Gundren just wants to like clean him up a little bit. Cut his hair back a little bit, tie it into like various braids. There's like a whole ceremony
Yeah.
that he kind of shares with you. Just brief, and he's like, I need to clean him up. Say his rights. And, yeah.
Do you mind if I help you?
I appreciate it, Bernie. I really do, but no, it should be performed by his kin. It's our ways. I think I'd rather be alone with him right now.
I understand. Bernie just kind of digs in her pocket and for some herbs out of her pouch, like a star anise seed and a couple of other things that have a nice smell to them and kind of that are used in rituals back home. And she just places it in Gundren's hand and gives him a warm smile and a little nod. We'll be right outside if you need us.
Appreciate that. Cool. So yeah, you leave him back and you're able to rejoin the others. Kitland, roll me a nature or investigation check.
And I think Dominic would have probably gone through or looked through the spectator's corpse, kind of seeing if anything of the stocks were able to be pulled for anything like alchemy or something like that.
So nat 1 for a 7.
Now 147. I will say that as you approach Kitland, this substance that the ooze is made of, now that there's no sentience binding it anymore, it almost acts like hand sanitizer and dries up super fast. And so where you're expecting to see like globs of jello on the ground, there's just kind of like a wet puddle that you can barely extract anything from the stone. Even the sizzle of it is gone as you like kind of like poke and prod it a little bit. It's like kind of touching lukewarm or room temperature water at this point, as much of this has already just seeped into the various imperceptible pores of the stone. And there's nothing to really gather here. Dominic, roll me an Arcana check.
All right. Normal. That is a 24 Arcana check.
Man knows his magic.
You study this corpse. This is a very powerful creature, and with a 24 Arcana, I'll say that you sense the faintest hint of kind of like magical power or arcane energy, or you just get kind of like a pulse, kind of like a whiff, just from the flesh of this creature. But even with a 24, Dominic, I think it is so ruined and so damaged by the creatures that violently and barbarically attacked it. Like if you had killed it with like maybe just arrows and blade, there might be a little bit more left. But I mean, it was literally torn apart by like fang and hoof
Oh, yeah.
and horn and claw. That there's no uncontaminated sample here that you could pull that isn't also mixed with like what the animals have left behind and Kitlin's fire and all of these other kind of things. So as you sense the whiff of magic, you get the sense that maybe if it were, you also sense with the 24, this is an undead creature.
Mhm.
This is something that is essentially like a zombified version of what it once was. So there's also, I think, that layer of it as well. So these, whatever components would have been here are like now twice contaminated. One, because this creature has somehow been resurrected into undeath, diminishing that aura, and then the physical tear from the way the animals destroyed it.
Does Dominic, seeing that it's a zombified and everything like that and all the Arcana, does Dominic understand how zombies are not naturally created? They're usually magically created.
I'll say with that same 24, that's interesting because you notice the other corpses on the ground here as well, and those are just corpses. Those aren't reanimated. But yet normally their reanimation is something that has to be done. It's something that has to be intentional. It's very rare that it happens in nature.
Yeah, it's usually unnatural for something to become a zombie or undead.
You can't pinpoint what that source might be.
Okay, but he knows that he understands that it's not natural. Something did this to it, probably.
It's weird.
Okay,
it's
got
weird.
it.
It's
Heard.
really weird.
Heard. All right, and I think Dominic's just going to kind of move into the. Is this a brazier? I guess that's here, on the ground here.
Yeah, and I think there was one, like up here as well. That maybe, or I think that's a corpse actually. I think there was another one, but I might have covered it with some of my Photoshop.
Oh, that's fine.
But yeah, it's like a brazier. There's some like dusty old. There might be like half of a coal left, but it's just mostly dust. At this point, just like an small iron brazier, something that would be lit to illuminate the room.
I think he would probably pull out a torch or a couple torches and like kind of stack them in there and light it up to see if we can get some light in here.
Absolutely, and it does cast a soft glow, especially in the central chamber. The escarpments now have long shadows kind of cast along the bottom. I'll also say from here, Dominic, you can kind of notice that there is a corridor leading south out of this room and another one leading north out of this room up on that landing to your right. But before we get into any of that, what are the rest of you doing? The goat kind of makes its way back out and follows you, Bernie, as you leave Gundren to his right. You guys can kind of see Kitlin, and it looks like Staris came to help and kind of be unsuccessful with collecting anything from the ooze.
Not much here. Maybe we should head back.
Right, yeah. Let's meet in the central room.
Kitland, I will say from where you are, you have a pretty good view of the tunnel behind you. And you can see this. Ooh, that might be too far. All right. It's going to be really, really thin. Ignore that.
I can see.
Yeah.
What do you see, Kitlin?
I'll tell you in just a second. You see this hallway extends beyond behind you, Kitlin, and you see several kind of, gossamer strands creeping out of it, and as you look deeper into the tunnel, the webs become thicker and more dense, and you see just this large, dark mass inside of it.
Just like a hole, or is the cobwebs are blocking my vision?
It's the cobwebs themselves do create kind of like an obstacle, but roll me a perception check, buddy. They're all friends.
6.
There is it's like this dark cloud inside of all of the webs that makes it hard to see beyond it.
Right, well, I'll just say to Staris, this way might be worth exploring, but my torch got disintegrated in the jelly cube there. So if we want to go, we might have to burn these cobwebs out.
Right. Well, I've got a torch.
Let's meet with the group first and see where everybody wants to go.
Definitely. I don't want to go it alone.
And I'll command the goat back over into this room. But all right, again, lion, goat, keep your distance. No rowing. We're all friends here. We had an incident with an owl and a rat.
The incident.
Fine, the lion says, kind of lazily and bored. The goat headbutts like a stalagmite. And the lion's eyes get kind of big, and you get the sense that the lion's like, I could if I wanted to, but it seems like effort.
Right, we'll find you plenty of food. Don't worry about that.
You better. I'm hungry.
I wonder if they'd like some music. And Staris takes out her lute and starts to play for the goat.
Goat song.
Only a performance check.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Do.
Oh.
Huh. Yikes.
Oh no.
Wait a second. Do I have something for that?
Stars, you begin to play a tune, and it's not bad. Dominic, Kitlin, everybody who's in the room, it sounds pleasant to you guys, but the animals are instantly just like, no, let it stop.
Okay, not that one. That's fine. Stars puts her lute away.
Yeah, I'll translate for the animals. I don't
Don't give up
like
your day job, dear. The lion says.
I think they're just a bit tired is all, Staris. But your song sounds great.
Not tired at all. That song was horrible.
Thanks, Kitland.
Right to the poor girl.
And just before, I guess shit. I guess my speak with animals is up. I just saw it's only 10 minutes. So I gesture to these animals, and I don't understand that they don't like the music. So
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's fair. I think it was still pretty obvious by their reaction. There was a lot of braying and roaring and defiance.
Mhm.
Moving away from the sound.
Bernie, we should probably worry about these back rooms. Like I said, I don't want anything to come up behind us. Feel safer knowing we've seen everything we can.
You're right about that.
And Bernie, I'll say you got the impression from your kind of chatting with Guntrin that this raid would probably take several hours.
Okay,
You know, like,
cool.
more than likely the rest of the day.
Gotcha. Okay. I think, yeah, Bernie like thinks about popping her head back in to say they were leaving and then just kind of thinks about the situation and follows behind Eladri. Right. Then shall we look at these two really quickly before heading back?
Yeah, let's just complete the loop.
I am right
Yeah.
behind you.
All right.
All right, and yep, just step by step, shield up and looking down each corner as we pass them.
Yeah. You see a spider-webbed kind of choked hallway. The webbing, the hallway does seem to kind of turn inwards a little bit. But a little hard to see
down there.
in the corner with the webbing.
What was that? Bernie is going to take out her torch and go ahead and light it up at the side of the spider webs. Right, I'll head down this way. I'll meet you right
Cool.
over there. And then I'll burn
So,
away these webs and just
the
get back in
hallways-
the corner.
The hallway's filled with smoke, but you're able to kind of, step back as you do it. So I won't make you roll your con saves or anything like that to see if you take, red poison damage. And as you burn away the cobwebs and stick your head, you kind of walk in and stick your head in.
Yeah, I'll walk to here and just stick my head around the corner.
Okay. You see that this hallway dead ends. And you get a sense actually that this was the part where they were mining and they were actually kind of close to completing this loop, this tunnel here. But for whatever reason, right before they finished it, they had stopped working on it, and it's just another dead end.
Okay.
Eladri, as you stick your head down the hallway here to the south, I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
Yes.
You see something like this, because you're going to come in from that angle.
Good boy.
Kind of dead ends into a fork, and you seem to make out another hallway that extends just around the corner here at the end of this fork as you peek around. Like a hallway that continues further south.
What do you see?
I see more options.
As you
Hey,
kind
it
of
just keeps opening up, doesn't it?
Yeah,
get a better view.
I don't know. I think I'll take one. I'll take one more step down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll say
Yeah.
that you kind of see this.
And
No,
step back.
my-
Didn't make things
And-
easier.
No, this we're gonna need the whole crew.
There was also the other side. I remember looking down that hallway and there was a bunch of webbing, but there could be some other things down there.
And then there's also the door
Yeah,
very
right
close to you,
here.
Eladri.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's and the store is broken, correct?
The door is broken. You see one of the hinges is kind of like broken, and the bottom of the door is like resting on the floor. And as you stand there, Electri,
Yeah.
bye. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh. My
I love
perception.
those.
What do you perceive?
Oh, maybe some stuff. What's a
You-
16 buy me nowadays?
As you kind of stand there and stare at this kind of broken, squat stone door, you hear like the faintest scraping sound on the other side of it. And the door, I will say, is like partially open. It's not shut. It's kind of like off its hinges on the ground and like just cracked open, maybe 1.5 inches, 2 inches.
Okay. I look back to Bernie and I put my finger over my mouth.
Bernie just nods, furiously back at him.
Nope. Okay. Yeah. This is.
Story of
Story of a girl.
Oh my god! You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Everybody, guess how old we are. Bernie, I got a lot of faith in you. I do. I think we're gonna need more muscle for anything that we want to do down here. I think it might be wise to regroup and look over our options.
I don't disagree with you, especially if we're going to keep running into things like there were in that hole.
Yep. We slowly move past the door.
And as we pass this web, I'll just go ahead and burn it with my torch too.
Cool.
Like,
You are able to
excellent call.
quickly burn that away as well, and you will see just another dead end at the end of a few more webs. As you guys all eventually regroup in the large central chamber.
Right, where have y'all been?
Oh, they're helping Gendron.
We were helping Gendron, and it's going to take a little while for him to say goodbye to his brother. We took a look down a few hallways as well. Eladri had the good idea that we might as well scoop it out while we were down there. Eladri saw more than I did.
Yeah, it's going to be slow. You can't trust anything around these corners. And what I saw, nothing but corners.
Aye, there were a lot of corners.
Well, we might, while we're here, just make sure this room is safe and check out everything in here. And on that, I'll move here and try to look down this other hallway.
I think as Bernie stands there for a second and like looks around at all the corpses on the ground, she like has this moment of like, fuck. Because she thinks about Gundren's brother and she thinks about this new spell that she's acquired, this new skill. And she kind of like turns to Eladri for a second. Eladri, I forgot. I guess it's so new to me, but I could have spoken to Gundren's brother. Would that have been sacrilege?
Oh, I don't know if it would be sacrilege, but I don't know. You might want to warn someone before you speak to their dearly departed.
Aye, of course. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I'm all mixed up with everything that's happening. Maybe I can try it on one of these poor fellows. And Bernie's just gonna kind of walk down and see if there's any intact, like, corpses that I could potentially cast Speak with the Dead on.
What do you mean by intact?
like skull, like full skull, or like, mouth still movable,
Okay.
or I suppose that maybe I don't know that the spell well enough yet, but I think Bernie's first thought would be like full skull because that's what
Got
she's
it.
done before.
So I will say that, yeah, these corpses look centuries old. You can
Okay.
see that most of the weapons and clothing and armor is completely like rotted through, and it is just like bones, dusty bones. There's like maybe a tiny little bit of sinew here and there, but I mean, for the most part, these are fully skeletal corpses. Roll me an
Mhm.
investigation check to see if you can find a skull that looks like not trampled or completely crushed by spell magic,
Cool.
or a violent blow.
12.
There's only about 8 or 9 recognizable corpses. There's a few piles that you assume were corpses at one point, and of the 8 or 9, none of them have like a fully intact skull.
Okay, gotcha.
You actually see several skulls that are like crushed, look like they were crushed by a hammer or like a
Mhm.
mace or a mallet or something.
Mhm.
Um,
Was
you actually
Gundren's
see one
brother in the
skull.
same way, or
You
was
actually
he like
see,
fresher?
good question. And Bernie, you see one skull that's like actually partially melted, like it looks
Mm.
like acid burn or like arcane fire or something.
Mhm.
Um, um, Gundren's brother's skull looked, or skull, not skull. His corpse looked a little fresher. He looked like just kind of like a sickly kind of weathered corpse. I mean, it looked like it had been here for a couple of weeks, so it was without like an intense investigation or medical check. It's hard to discern what exactly killed it, but it didn't look necessarily as violent. Like it was fully an intact corpse
Mm.
that you're able to move.
Okay. That's not gonna work. I think Bernie kind of like says that to herself a little bit, but like yeah, as she's staring at these corpses.
Now there may be other corpses,
I'll
but
see. I'll
just
say
none
to
of these.
Totally.
Bernie, Gundren might appreciate the closure. I don't think it's. I know I would like to talk to me best relatives.
I don't know,
I think
Kitland.
it's worth offering.
I think he's already gone through so much. I feel that Eladri might be right in this situation. It might be a bit much to think that you can immediately talk to somebody that's just passed. Perhaps if we give him a bit of time. I don't really know, to be honest.
Well, should we barricade the room and wait for Gundren to return?
I think
We
it's
could take.
best. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Staris.
No, we could take a rest.
These
I
are benches on the ground in front of me.
These are like actually pretty large tables. There are benches that kind of flank the longer sides of both of them. It's like 2 of the benches you can see they like are cracked in half. One of the benches, it's like one of the like the end legs got completely destroyed, so it's flush with the floor on one end and like still standing on the other, so it's completely lopsided. Like one of the benches does still work. There's also the stairs here. There appears to be some like small table up near the top. I'll say one of the like table legs is busted, so it's kind of like leaning a little bit to one side. But it does seem
Bernie,
kind of
could you
quiet here ever since the creature has been slain.
talk to me animals for me? I could talk to Pamela, but maybe getting some help moving these big tables in front of these open doorways, and we can rest a bit until Gundren comes back.
Aye, that's a fine idea. I'm not quite sure how long he's going to be, to be honest, and if time is of the essence, which I'm not really sure if it is anymore, but it could be for the rest of the day that he's saying goodbye. Either way, Bernie's going to turn to the lion. Good evening.
I like your flowers.
Oh, I thank you. I like your mane. It matches my beard. I think we're a good-looking couple of chaps, don't you?
I, except for the goat, he's weird. And he smells.
Well,
And I don't like the noise it makes. Or the
Yeah,
noise
he's-
that one makes, and it looks at stars.
now, to each their own. We can't all be a majestic lion like yourself.
No, we can't.
If you wouldn't mind, we could use a bit of that great strength of yours.
He's still laying on top of one of the tables. He hasn't really kind of moved since the fight has ended. He's kind of like yawns a little bit. What?
I tell you what, you help us out, we'll make it worth your time. There'll be plenty of meat down the road, and we'll make sure to save some for you.
Promises. And he kind of does like one of those like stretches, like downward dog poses, and like scratches his paw, like he like makes muffins on the wooden table a little bit. You get this loud just echoing through this chamber, and then it hops off. It's like, what do you want me to do?
Well, help the person that summoned you to this space, which is that man right there. His name is Kitlin, by the way. I believe he needs some help moving a few pieces of furniture in front of the doors. And this
You-
goes for you too, goat. And
You
she's gonna turn
finish
around.
that sentence, Bernie, and start to say, and that goes for you too, and you don't even get the word goat out as it's running past you and just like headbutts this table and knocks it over and sends it flying like 10 feet.
That's the spirit.
And the goat is just having a ball with this. It like knocks over the brazier that Dominic had like started a fire
Oh,
in.
no.
The torches go rolling. You're able to easily extinguish them and like,
Okay, well,
recollect
there
them.
you go.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And just like makes an incredible racket, knocking this
Oh
table around until it's firmly wedged into the hallway here.
I'm just gonna yell,
Any
Kitlin,
sense
get
of
your
this?
goat in order. What's going on? Oh.
You said that this is one too, Sean. This is a hallway.
Yeah, if you want to kind of go up and look, because you don't have
Yeah.
the greatest view from down there, but you
You
can
sure?
see
Yeah.
an opening.
Okay, I'll go look, and then I'll just I'll get the small table or just the other table
Yeah.
in front of this one too.
So as you go up the stairs to investigate, you notice that this hallway, much like the other northern hallway, has also been choked and blocked with rubble, and seems impassable without several hours, if not days, of tunneling through.
Sure. Okay. Well, then maybe just some more tables down on this hallway. But as they're doing that, just say to the group, if we do end up resting here, we're not gonna have our animal companions anymore. We
Oh.
might get a rat
Oh.
or an owl again. So
Well, I figured
I know
if we-
we've just blocked the doors, but if we're planning to explore, now might be the time to do it.
And I mean, has the rumbling, you said that constantly happens every like 20, 30 seconds.
It's like
right?
it's been consistent the entire time.
I think Dominic's going to be like, we might not be in immediate danger, but the rumbling and everything in the cavern, it's unsettling at best. I feel like we need to continue on. I'm fine at this point. How's everybody else feeling? With everything we've dealt with, monster
I still
seemed like it
hurt.
should have been worse,
Yeah.
but it really
What if
wasn't.
we take a small rest?
I mean, I could take a short rest. Will the animals go away after a short rest, or is it a long rest? Kitland.
I think it's a
Caitlin.
long
Yep.
rest. That's it. Well, they're yeah. Sorry, I'm reading.
The creature vanishes at the next dawn or when it is reduced to 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Oh,
You
so
have
do
them
you.
until dawn
Yeah.
of the next day.
Bernie, how much longer does Pass Without a Trace last?
I'll also say you guys have been in this dungeon or these mines for maybe 30, 45
Okay.
minutes tops.
Cool.
Oh no!
So like
Yeah,
you
these
guys
aren't going
spent
anywhere
the night
anytime
here.
soon. Yeah.
Amazing.
After finding the entrance late last night when Kitlin's owl was able to find it in the darkness from the mountainside. You spent the night at that camp last night. You woke up early morning and have slowly made your way in here. And I'll say you've been taking it slow and you spent some time, kind of investigating the area and getting Gundren back. So yeah, we'll say we're maybe an hour. Like not quite 90 minutes, but maybe just at 60 or just over 60 minutes. Like, so it's still pretty early. I'll say it's like if you got started early, we'll say it's like 9:30 in the morning still, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, so these guys are going to be around for a while.
And my
Yeah.
Pass Without a Trace should be gone now, I believe.
Okay.
I think it's
I
only
think
an hour.
it it probably ended
Cool.
like just as you got Gundren like back
Cool.
to the camp, I think.
Right, goat, lion. Can you unblock the doorway then?
Well, hold on.
Whoa.
Before
Oh,
we
Okay,
do
wait,
that,
no.
No.
hang on.
No.
There is a whole nother path to the tunnels, and if we know this path is blocked, then perhaps we should start to the other side.
I think going back, retracing our steps, and making sure that it's just us and Gundren
Aye,
left in this dungeon is the play.
agreed.
Right, we'll have to leave some notes or signs for Gundren to let him know which way we go, in case we get into any trouble.
I think that he'll be
Maybe-
able to find us if he, and I've seen him use it before. He's got the same sense that I do, Kitland, where the stone will show us where we are.
All right.
Eladri, you're not looking too good. I do think that we should rest. Just a short one.
Aye, by all means, I can keep watch.
I could probably use a sit down. And I do.
Same
I'm
with
like,
me and Pamela.
I'm bleeding pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
So
the
you-
animals will like the song better. And the Stardust plays more of a lilting, peaceful melody and a song of rest that will boost anyone spending hit dice. You get 1d6 extra.
Oh, hell yes.
I will make you roll a performance check for it, Stars. They seem to tolerate it more. But the lion doesn't really hide his disgust.
Roll it anyway. 27.
Yeah.
He's already made up his mind. He
fair.
made up his opinion long before giving the artist a chance. He's just decided he doesn't like you.
Aw.
He's a very sassy
Oh,
queen of a lion.
Before we take the long rest or the short rest,
short
sorry.
rest,
Short
yeah.
rest. Mhm.
Oh, do I want to do this?
I don't know, do you?
I am going to do it. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
Okay. You keep this hallway barricaded, correct? And you've confirmed that this hallway and this hallway are choked with debris and can't be passed through anyways. And Bernie, you are standing watch here, and you all take a short rest. The echoing, sighing, exhalations continues. Consistently becomes almost unnoticeable with just how often you hear it. The cavern is damp and a little cool, and the smell of the rotting undead creature is a little hard to ignore. But you are all able to rest comfortably here for the next hour and complete a short rest.
Huzzah.
Cool.
Let's see. I want to.
Use 2d10 plus 3.
And then we do an additional d6 because of your song.
Yes.
8.
Let's see if I do this.
And we still have our
There we go.
Stars and I still have the extra hit points
Yes.
until long rest. Sean, how would you like me to do the hit dice for the lion and for Pamela?
That is a question you are asking me right now. I can tell you that. I can actually tell you that. The lion will get a single d10, and you can add 1 to the roll. Pamela will, let's see what Pamela will do. Boo-doop, boo-doop. I don't know all the rules. Boo-doop, boo-doop.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Ranger, Beast Master.
Ooh.
They're D6s too, yeah?
Yes. Yep. If you or any
Any
friendly
creature-
creatures who
it
can
can
hear you.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Aw.
Damn, that lion rolled like shit.
Yeah.
Well, it only took 5 damage.
True.
I mean, it's close to back to normal. It's just that's a
All
lot
right.
nice to not get all the way there.
What he gets for not liking music.
Yes.
Kitlin, your primal companion is the beast of the land. They have D8s are their hit dice, and they have a number equal to your ranger level. So they have 4. Pamela has 4 D8s, 4 hit dice she can use in their D8s. You can, yeah.
I will use 25 is our max. She's at 19. I'll use 1d8 plus a d6.
And then her con modifier is
She's
Plus
already
2.
maxed out just on the regular dice. So we're
nice. Nice. Cool. All right. So yeah, you are able to complete your short rest and lick your wounds. And the depths of the mine, of the echoing mine, are open to you. Where will you go next?
Right?
And
Down
we'll even say, as you short rest, and as you take a moment to catch your breath, you all take a moment to, I think, recall what brought you to Echoing Cave. Part of the reason was to find Gundren's brothers, Dendro and Tharden. Tharden went in first, was gone for a few days. Dendro went in after him. You just found Dendro. His brother Tharden is still somewhere yet to be found within this mine. There's also its connection to that strange substance Yerno Albrecht, the wizard in Delverton, told you about. Ethereum. Can you find some here? And what of the pale spider and the drows that worked for her? These are the questions I think that circle your minds as you rest.
Right.
We
How's
could let
everyone?
Gundren. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
We could let Gundren know if he's not back.
He has not returned.
Yeah. We could just let him know which way we're going to explore.
Hey.
Bernie, it does sound like a job might be suited best for you.
Right. I suppose. Would someone mind coming with me?
Happily.
I
Do we?
right then.
Well, another question. Which way do we want to explore first?
Well, I think we were talking about going to explore to the left because we haven't blocked it off, and we know that the other way is blocked off. So perhaps while we have this chance and Gundren is still saying goodbye, maybe we take that opportunity to see what's going on the other side.
Sure, well then, maybe I'll backtrack most of the way and then we can find Gundren.
That
Aye.
sounds like a plan. Let's be here-ish. Hey, Sean, can I have goat control?
Oh yeah, do you not have goat control? My bad.
What's the cheat code for goat control?
Ask the DM. You have goat control.
Very nice.
Surrounded by
I am a
animals, just so
Beastmaster
wild.
Ranger.
Yeah.
I feel like one tonight.
Pretty great.
Pretty great. All right, so I think that Bernie's gonna make her way back to where they left Gundren and just kind of like slowly walk in and like feel it out, kind of poke her head up and see how things are going.
You can see in this time, Gundren has cleaned up his brother as best as you can clean up a corpse's soul. He has braided parts of his beard, like untied and retied the braids to make them look nicer. Same with his hair. You see he's like kind of taken the older, like grimier kind of clothes off him, and he's just like, dressed him in like some simple clothing he had in his pack. And you can see that like in the corner over here, Gundren has started to collect like a large like it's a small pile, I guess, right now because he hasn't been doing very long, but a small pile of stones. He's basically building like a cairn to stack around and over his brother. And the rest of the ceremony will be moving his brother to the spot, stacking these stones around it to literally return him to the stone, but entombing him essentially in stone here in the mine. And then there's like some prayers that he'll say, incense he'll burn. There's usually a bit of drinking involved as well, and various other kind of just ceremonious events that he wishes to do. But right now, yeah, he's in the process of kind of stacking these stones. As you come in and you see the corpse is like up against this wall here. You kind of hear the sound of footsteps and the stacking,
Mm-hmm.
as he's just sort of walking around this chamber looking for more rocks.
I think Bernie just kind of like clears her throat.
Hey, come in,
I,
please.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
I wish we could do all of this under safer circumstances, but
Nothing's
just
bothered me out here. Is everything okay? You guys have been gone
I-
for a while.
Aye, we were just resting, catching our breath.
Good. Good. Stay safe.
Aye, we're going to go a bit deeper, Gundren,
Right.
and see what we can find. We know that, what was his name? Tharden. We know that Tharden is still out there, and that shouldn't take you away from this. But we should go ahead and at least start to know a little bit more about this place. Is there anything that I can or we can do before we trudge on a bit?
I don't know why you'd be asking me, lass. You all are the adventurers.
Is there anything we can do for you, Gundren?
He hesitates, kind of like looks away for a moment, and sighs. Listen, I'm no fool, Barney. I don't expect you to find Tharden, and if you do, I don't expect him to be in any better shape than Dendro. I won't ask you to put yourselves in any more danger. But if you do see him while you're in there, Tharden loved jewelry. He always wore several rings. That'd be enough for me.
Barney just kind of smiles a bit and nods her head. Aye. We're gonna do everything we can, Gundren.
I know you will. You good folk.
I'll see you soon.
I hope so. Be safe, Barney. All of you.
Aye. And I'll just go ahead and turn and exit.
Oh. Which way would you guys like to go next?
Wait, Benny, are you back?
Aye, we're good. Let's head on.
Will you talk to me lion, yeah? He likes to go by long one.
You asked him that, and he's all right with it.
That's what he says. Will you ask him to go ahead of us stealthily and smell for anything he might find as he moves through each hallway? Use his smell to see if he can. So we're not getting surprised like we've been twice now.
Aye, I'll do my best. Long one.
Long.
Longer one.
I think I like.
Long one. Yeah, that is kind of strange, Kitlin.
It's what he
I
says
think
he
I
likes.
prefer King Lung, actually.
King Lung.
Aye, of course you do.
Or maybe just my liege.
Yes.
Wouldn't we all prefer that one? King Long One, my liege. If you wouldn't
Yes, good.
mind, can. Yes, good.
That's good.
That's very good.
If you wouldn't mind, or rather, if you just would do it at this point, go on ahead and sniff about and see if you find anything interesting.
Stealthily.
But do it quietly, as you're so good at doing.
Which direction would you like King Lung, my liege, to travel in? Would you like him to head south?
I think we want him. Do we want him to go this way, up by the hole?
No, I think we're gonna just map out
okay,
down
cool.
here.
Okay.
Okay.
If we stay close, we shouldn't be surprised.
And
He's gonna be using keen smell as he goes along here.
Great.
That means no wandering off.
and
Yeah.
and we should be mindful, Stars, as you approach this door, we should be quiet here because something is on the other side of this door.
Aye, that's true.
All right.
So we will tread
Roll me
quietly
a
here.
stealth check for King Lung and a perception check for King Lung with advantage.
King Lung.
The stealth.
King Lung one. King
King
Lung.
Lung one.
King Lung
Lung.
won, my liege.
Yes.
Gosh, these are tough sounds.
That's gonna be
Yes, a lot of L's.
21 for stealth.
You
Oh,
guys
the
watch
ung
as the
sound.
lion
Yeah.
silently turns the corner and sort of slinks into the shadows. He gets to the end of the hallway where there's a fork and kind of sniffs the air a little bit.
That will be advantage. Plus 17 plus 1.
18?
Yeah, because I'm using wisdom, right? Advantage on wisdom.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep, 18.
He kind of stays there, sniffs the air for maybe 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and doesn't travel any further than the end of the hallway. And he comes back down after a beat and turns to you, Bernie. Well, it was a little difficult to smell anything because there's something horrible in that room just behind you. Referring to the room to your right, Staris.
Uh-huh.
But I could make out something kind of earthy, fungal to the west, or to the east, excuse me.
Aye. Right, the horrible smell that you're smelling, is it death?
Aye, smells like it.
Aye.
Kind of like makes that squished like nose face a little bit, you know, and like shows his teeth a little bit, like he doesn't like it at all, and kind of looks at that doorway. But he says beyond that, I couldn't smell anything to the south.
Aye. Thank you, King Lung. It's quite impressive. And Bernie will just kind of relay that information to the group very quietly.
That
So
doesn't
not-
sound good.
No.
It doesn't.
Hmm.
Right, so it seems like we should probably deal with whatever's behind that door. Audrey.
Or,
Yep. I think so.
or leave it alone for now?
Or leave it alone for now, but we've got numbers on our side.
True enough.
And because they can't understand me, expendable numbers on our side right now.
Bernie's like about to translate that, and then she's just like, nothing else.
Or because they can't hear what? Because they can't hear what? The goat saying, because they can't hear what, Bernie? Bernie, what? You stop talking, Bernie.
Yeah. He can't hear the sound of your beautiful voice. No, that's not.
Staris, I'm going to be honest. I don't think you should be standing directly behind me.
Oh, I'm not going to be.
Okay.
Sides.
All right, Audrey, me and you, I suppose.
Be careful, old man.
Old man, funny. And you see Dominic unsheath his sword and cut his hand. You see the lightning go over his sword again as he casts his blood right on his sword.
Yeah, if y'all are opening this door, I'm gonna get back.
Yep.
So we're not all crammed in this hallway, and I might command the goat to be here, just like flank
Actually,
here and
Yep.
here.
Stars. Yep.
Just the pitter patter of stars down
Yeah.
the hall.
Running down the hall.
Sneaking around the corner. That's so good.
Twinkle toes.
All right. We go in.
Hey, I
3, 2, 1. I knock on the door.
Allow-
Knock.
You
I
knock
knock on the door.
I love that.
No, I knock on the door, and then I shield bash, and I try and rush right on through.
It is a door carved from stone.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a solid
literally
stone door.
carved out of the mountain down here. This is a mine of dwarven make, and you bang on the stone. You hear like a boom, just kind of reverberate into the room, and then a second later, a loud clang against metal as Eladri shoves into this heavy stone door that is flush with the ground. Roll me a strength check. You can use your athletics if you'd like, Eladri.
We'll give
Can
it a
I
go.
give him advantage if I push on his back? Never mind.
Absolutely, you can. Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll take advantage.
It'd be hard to beat a 19.
Yeah.
and then that
Yeah.
one won't
Okay.
pay.
And then that one, and then
Yeah,
that one.
that's
Okay.
never mind.
We'll take the spread.
You see, like, Eladri get the shield in place, and Dominic, you kind of, like, push into his shoulder a little bit, and the two of you just shove the door open as it groans against the stone on stone, grinding against one another. You push into the room, and you see a lot of things. The first thing you see immediately is directly in front of you, or not directly in front of you, but in the center of the room, there's this corroded iron brazier, similar to the one in the room you were just in. A few chalky coals kind of stand inside of it. You see along the back wall these stone bunks just kind of lined in orderly rows. You also see the bones of maybe a half dozen corpses lying strewn about this room, clad in scraps of clothing and armor, long since withered and deteriorated away. And directly in front of you, hunched over some of these corpses, are these 3 gray, squat figures pawing at the scraps. You see one of them picks up a hand and like breaks a finger bone off and like sucks on it a little bit before spitting it out. Another one is like sniffing the arm, just trying to find a tiny little morsel of tendon or meat or flesh that it can suck from this long since deteriorated corpse. And as the door grinds open, the 3 ghouls stare at you. And we will go ahead and take our break here.
Should
while
have left the
I
door
prepare
closed.
this next fight. But
Let's
before we
go.
do so, I will reveal the room. I hope you guys like combat.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Hell yes, we got a goat and we got a lion.
And if all else fails, we flee.
we run. Oh my
Clear up
God.
some of
Close
these
the
dark
door.
marks.
Never mind.
Hell yeah, you guys. Awesome.
Cool.
So,
I didn't want to go in there anyway.
Yeah, right.
finally, multiple enemies for you to fight instead of just all of you teaming up on one. Um,
Technically, it was just our animals.
Yeah, technically.
it was Hitlin soloed my spectator fight, my beholder fight.
Yep.
Fucking ridiculous, but also amazing. I love
That was great.
hell yeah, guys. Let's take a quick break. Give me like 10 minutes. We'll meet back at 9:25.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
good.
think I'll go take care of the kitties too.
Perfect. Let's give it 15 minutes then, because Jay's got to go next door. She's house sitting for our neighbors.
Oh,
yeah.
So let's say we'll meet back right at like 9:30.
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect.
See you guys then.
Awesome. See you guys soon. initiative.
Woo!
Bam,
What's
bam,
that?
bam, bam, bam.
What's that?
Oh, hooray.
What's that?
That,
That
that thing you
sounds
guys always beat me
terrible.
at.
All right. So, where did it? Saris, where did your character sheet go? Come here.
Okay, there we go.
I definitely have to turn that down.
Yeah.
That's very loud.
Yeah, yeah.
That's better.
Nice.
Well, it also has dynamics. Like it gets soft and then gets louder. This
Yep.
is about the loudest it gets.
Oh my god, I rolled
Ooh,
another nat
natural
1 for my
one?
initiative.
Dude.
Wow.
My
Boo.
It does
goodness.
not want me to fight this this game.
No, it's fine. Every team needs an anchor.
That's right.
Thanks.
You need to be in the back to make sure that if some of us go down, you can help.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Staris,
And who do we
You got
trust?
the highest with 17.
Oh, I ran all the fuck away too. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Ernie with 3. And Dominic, what did you get?
I got 15
Okay. Dominic, what is your dexterity?
plus 3, 17.
All right, Staris. Take it away.
10, 15. I guess Saris will move here. Can she see into the room pretty well from this angle, do we say?
I think with all of your companions in the hallway,
Mm-hmm.
and like Eladri and Dominic having just kind of shoved into the doorway, and with the angle you're at, I think you can see
Maybe better there?
one or I think there you can only see one of them.
Okay.
Where you were, I'd argue maybe you could see both of these two in the back. But I
Okay.
think they're gonna have some cover because of how choked up everything is.
Okay. That's fine. Be seen. Star says, and cast Fairy Fire again.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, very
I
fire.
think.
Love it.
Yeah, like I don't want to get Eladri as well.
He can probably dodge out of the way. He'll be
Then
fine.
go.
Yeah, I don't give a dang.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a hot dang.
Hot
Throw
damn.
it. I'll throw it as
Hot
far away
damn.
as I can. That's 20. But it's like in the room.
That's in the wall itself.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause They're
Okay.
up in the corner of it, right there.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Oh.
Well then, yeah. We shall do that. It is a dex save.
All right, and that will get Eladri as well. It looks like.
I suppose if that's as far.
What's the?
Yeah, that's good. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think
Alright,
it's
20.
actually like there, because it's like this back corner.
To get
'Cause
all
you're
three
in the
of us.
wall. You're literally in
Oh
the wall
shit!
right now.
It's a cube. Also, I mean
Oh,
that kind of.
that changes.
Well,
I
that
thought
does
it was a
change
circle.
things, yeah.
My bad.
It's okay. So a 20-foot cube.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that gets everybody.
No.
Yep.
Because I can't center it down there.
Yeah. I would get.
I don't like that.
You could do it that way, which is a little better.
She'd still have to see into there, so she'd have to go around the other way.
Oh,
wouldn't
that's fair.
right
that's
to get into
fair,
that
that's
corner.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
she?
Hold please.
I'll say you could do that. But I think that still gets technically
Eladri.
and
It would get all of us technically, because it still touches a little bit of us.
technically because I'm going as far in the corner as I
Yeah,
can, and it
yeah.
still just gets you guys.
20-foot cube within range is outlined.
I might say with an Arcana check, you could try to like suppress the magic some to not get the lion, Bernie, and Dominic, but you will absolutely get Eladri.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay.
Starts
Make-
grits her brow.
Make me an Arcana check. The DC is going to be 15 to not affect Bernie, Dominic, and the lion.
Let's see if I can do this.
Nope.
Oh.
I was even going to say with a 10, I'll let him roll with advantage. But as you try to suppress the light, it just spills out of you, Staris.
Nice.
I think that's kind of the thing with your magic, Staris, is it's so emotive that like when it comes out of you, it comes out of you in force. And this light, it comes like right up to you, Dominic, and you, Bernie, as it spills out, and even the lion as it like touches his nose. And I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws
Yes.
from the lion, Bernie, Dominic, Eladri, and the ghouls.
Okay.
I got my
19.
17.
Nice. You're trying to beat a 15, so that's beautiful. Keep it
Nope.
coming.
Not me.
Not Dominic.
Ah.
That's
Dang.
fine, buddy. I got you.
I got a natural 19 and a natural 20 with 2 of my ghouls.
Wow.
And a
No.
6 on the other one. So we'll say the one in the back corner that you like targeted on is just bathed in this violet light, while the other 2 kind of like with like a skittering like motion, like crawl on the ground as this light spreads and just avoid it. Eladri, you're able to kind of like hide behind the door, and as Eladri gets behind the door, Dominic, you're exposed as it washes over you. What did the lion get, Kitlin?
14.
That's
the
annoying.
lion-
With concentration in D&D, can you like willingly stop concentrating without did you have to be knocked out of or do another concentration?
No, you can drop
You
things.
can choose
Yeah, I guess
to
I
drop concentration. As a free action, actually.
Yeah.
But this ghoul will light up. And Dominic, you will light up. Lip. And the lion
I'm
will
purple.
light up.
A lit lion.
That's
Why am I purple?
Oh dear.
And I'll say the brazier, several of the beds also illuminate because it illuminates items as well, right?
Yeah.
It does. Yep.
And I will also say, in this ghoul right here, the one closest to Eladri, you see a small item begin to glow, like stuck somewhere inside its intestines.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Ooh.
fancy.
Ooh, I
Nice.
want
It's
it.
Anything else?
What?
Yeah.
Starbar.
I'm sorry, Dominic. And Staris gives him bardic inspiration.
Yes. Amazing.
Oh yeah, Dominic, you
I
you
have a
feel
bardic.
inspired
I feel inspired.
in that special way that
Save
Staris
5, 10.
can make
And
you
Dominic
feel.
for the
Staris is
Staris
gonna tuck
special
back
bard.
here.
Amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a good bardic. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Inspired. All right, that'll bring it to your turn, Dominic.
I know how this works. Anything will get advantage on me if they attack, which is not great. But
I'll drop it in the next round.
um all right, I think is he gonna say fuck it? He might just say fuck it.
Okay.
He's gonna say fuck it. So
Say
as
fuck it.
a bonus action, I see the one in front of me, and I'm gonna cast Curse of the Marked, Blood Curse of the Marked, and so I'm gonna mark the
Okay.
creature within 30 feet of me, and until the end of my turn, whenever I hit that creature with a active Crimson Right, which I already have on my sword, I get another
Right.
D4 of damage.
Oh yeah.
You see a bright, glowing lion head kind of illuminate on the chest of that ghoul in front of us as I cast my blood curse of the marked.
Good
And then,
choice.
and then I will rush past Eladri, and I will take my first attack at this first ghoul in front of me.
Nice. Did you amplify this blood curse or no?
No, just casting it as it is.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Because I
dope.
don't want to amplify it to get advantage yet. It's fine. I'll just
Okay,
add
gotcha,
the D4.
gotcha.
So I will swing out with Talon as he is ready to go.
Give it a go.
That is a 17 to hit.
A 17 is going to hit.
All right.
Nice.
So that is a D8 plus 6 plus a D4 of electric plus another D4 of blood mark. So
Not bad.
Hell
Good.
yes.
Mm.
that's 12.
16
Yeah,
damage.
16 damage. Plus a D. Wait, that was the D4 for the electric. Now I need another D4 for the blood right. That's
Oh,
another.
yeah, for the blood
yeah,
malediction.
the blood curse. So 17 points of damage with that one swing. As you see lightning just arc off of Talon and catch it right on that that ghoul.
That was one more damage you did.
Yes, so it was
Awesome.
17 altogether.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, you come through and you just pierce this creature straight through the chest as it crackles with red electrical energy. This thing wails and screeches back, and as you rip the blade out, you see its arm goes limp as you've like completely severed it at the shoulder, leaving this like large gash in it. This thing looks really fucked up.
All right. And then I will. Do I move on? No, I'm gonna move into the room this way to give
Okay.
Eladri room to get in,
Hell yeah.
Don't
and
need
then
it.
I will.
I got the whip.
That's right, he does have his whip.
Nice.
Then I won't. I remember he has his whip, so I'm just gonna face tank the shit out of this.
Nice.
So we're good. I'm
Awesome.
gonna stay right here.
That is gonna bring it to the ghoul's turn. They also got a 15, and they, excited at the scent and sight of fresh meat, are going to descend on you, Dominic.
Okay.
The first one, that is a natural 1, as you are
Yeah.
too fast for these lumbering moronic
Are you
creatures.
rolling at advantage
Amazing.
because I have the fairy fire on me?
I am not, so that first one was
Oh.
actually a 9 to hit.
Okay.
Doesn't hit anyway.
Beautiful.
So
Wasn't meant to be.
Okay. The second is a 22 to hit.
that one will hit.
And the last one is going to be natural 19 for a 23 to hit.
Those both hit.
Dominic, these creatures just begin slashing into you. The first one you see coming, and you're able to like kind of shove them out of the way. And as you like twist your body to position yourself better to take them out of the way, the other two sneak up behind you and just rake their claws into your back. You are going to take 15 slashing damage from these ghouls.
All right.
And I need 2 Constitution saving throws from you, please.
All righty. First one is oof. That's bad. It was a 17.
Yeah,
It is a
boy.
7. Second
Okay.
one is a 17.
You aren't able to make the second Constitution saving throw, Dominic, as when you feel the sharp dagger-like claws of the ghouls pierce the back of your back and rake down them. you like recoil in pain, you know, like and kind of like tense your back. And as you do, you realize you cannot move and you're stuck in that tense position as you become paralyzed.
Okay.
And you all see Dominic kind of writhing in pain and just stuck in place.
Oh no.
Right. I believe. Yeah, no, that's it. That will bring us to chicka chicka boom boom, Kitlin's turn.
All right.
Gotta make it like playful, you know.
They're just giving me the scritches. It's gonna be fine.
Giving you little scritches, buddy.
Bonus action. All right, Lion. Do you think? 5,
Lung, I
10,
choose you.
15,
Lung King.
20, 25. And it's going to, with pack tactics, attack the one that's right in front of it.
Nice.
And it's gonna bite this ghoul.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Roll your attack with advantage. Actually, I will say it does not get pack tactics because Dominic is incapacitated.
Oh.
And it says within 5 feet of the creature, and
What
the
about
ally
moving
isn't
to
incapacitated.
this space and doing that
It's
other one?
Oh, that
So
would
the
work,
logic
but
is-
it cannot move through the enemy space.
Can it attack while it's in Domic's space then? Like sit there momentarily, or is it too big for that? I mean, its reach is 5 feet, so it could.
Yeah.
bite
I will
past
say
them.
it can attempt to do it as it's running past, but because of how crowded it is, I'm going to give the creature a little bit of cover. But I will allow you to make the attack, so you will get the advantage of the pack tactics because the Ladry is there. But the armor class is just going to be a little bit harder to hit.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's gonna be a nat 20.
Okay.
Lion,
Shit.
y'all.
This
This fucking lion.
Roll your
King
damage.
Lung.
Play this
My
game?
king.
So that's
You
gonna
can't-
be 2d8.
Win
Right.
at D&D, Kitlin, but you are.
tonight. You
2d8 plus 3.
Yes, because it was a critical hit, it'll be 2d8 plus 3. That's the second crit.
Yeah, with the lion. That's
insane.
wild, dude.
8
That's why
and
I'm called king.
5.
So 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 damage to that one.
Jesus Christ.
Lion like rips, like literally goes straight for the jugular of this creature, and it's able to maneuver in the tight space pretty easily because A, it's a lion and cats don't give a fuck, and B, because Dominic is literally paralyzed. So Dominic can't move to even like try to even like accidentally get in the way, and the lion is just able to like fluidly move around Dominic and kind of sneak up on this ghoul and go straight for the jugular and rips out its throat. And the lion was already covered in like blood, and now it's got more of this black blood dripping down its chin. And you see the ghoul kind of holding its throat, but still standing and lumbering towards you because it's undead. Ripping out its throat doesn't necessarily kill it like it would a mortal creature. And although it looks very fucked up, it is still standing.
And then I'll move with Kitlin 5, 10, 15, 20, just until I can see the purple fairy fire one.
Yeah, you see it. It has
Okay.
cover, but that doesn't matter to you because you're used to hitting. You used to bullseye womp rats at your
Womp
T18 back home, so it's just,
Because Star
Uh,
Wars Day. Yeah.
There you
I will use a fire arrow.
well, don't forget, guys, you still have your golden die. Not that you fucking need it, but it is still available to use in tonight's session.
So I'll roll with advantage here. There's a lot,
Yeah.
and there's a
Let's
little
see if you
less.
crit. Yeah, well, they hit.
Uh,
You're going for the one in the
okay.
back, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So regular
26 and a 20
is a
Jesus
6
Christ.
for a 9. I will
Dude.
favor that for another 3, and then
Okay.
fire
Oh, whoops.
5. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage to the one in the back.
Jeebus.
And then I will move all the way back behind this thing over
You
here.
guys did 16 damage to one and 17 damage to the other two. Well done. Good
And
spread.
then the goat's gonna do what a goat does, I guess.
Roll me an intelligence check for the goat. Damn it.
Get crazy with it, Caitlin.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay,
That would
that's
be
gonna be
insane.
3.
Okay, yeah.
3.
Minus
Nice.
4, right?
Yeah.
See,
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think at this point, with a 3, the goat is just going to take the defensive, the dodge action, just try and keep itself safe. It doesn't see clearly what's going on. I think it doesn't like the smell, and it's so crowded there, anyways, that I think the goat, if anything, would want to get further away. So yeah, he's just gonna kind of stay there, kind of like oop Bernie's shoulder a little bit nervously,
Oh.
and take the dodge action. So the goat is now harder to hit effectively.
Cool.
As is Pamela, since Pamela didn't really do anything else either. So Pamela is harder to hit as well.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, that'll bring us to Eladri, and then Ernie, you are on deck. Then we'll back to the top of the order.
Okay, how would I go about moving Domik out of this situation?
You could grab him and move him, but
Okay.
dragging a character effectively counts as like difficult terrain, so your movement speed is halved.
Okay, that is fine. I would like to grab Domik out of here.
I need to check something, but that might provoke some opportunity attacks. But it might not, actually. I need to check something.
Ticket.
It's weird. So, like, only a handful of my dice throws are showing up in Roll20,
Mm.
Oh, I feel like I've seen
but
them
I've
all.
been doing a lot. I'm not seeing all of them.
Some of the ones, if you don't do them off of your character sheet, when they won't show up.
If you drag Domik out of the way, it will not provoke opportunity attacks against him.
Okay,
Oh,
Good.
nice.
Cool.
yes. All right, I would love to do that
Okay.
and get Domik. Can I move him here?
Yeah. What's your move speed?
35.
Hell
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, you
Oh.
can get here.
Okay. Will I have any movement left?
You 5, 10, 15, 20. Subtract 20 from your movement speed. You said 35.
All right.
Or
So I got 15.
25?
Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
So
yeah,
you can
35.
go. You can go one more back if you.
Okay.
That's 30.
Nope.
Right there.
Because I would love to stay here. So I would just
Okay.
love to get
Move
Domik
him back and then-
as far back as I could, and then get in, and yeah. I would love to.
I'm not an old man.
Yeah. Try and reach this one old man.
You are so old.
Monstrous!
Ancient.
I'm not doing it because I like how it sounds. I'm doing it to keep you safe. You're a big monster man. I just need you in the back sometimes. And yeah, I would love to whip this zombie in front of me.
Whip it
because
good.
We're
The one
done
right-
here.
The one right in front of you?
Yeah, this one. Boop.
Gotcha. Hell yeah. Roll me an attack roll.
I have advantage because another creature is because an ally is against it for my sneak attack.
You have advantage?
No, I get my sneak attack.
You just get the
damage.
sneak attack. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. Nope. That's an 11.
An 11 is gonna miss, unfortunately. As you whip, like, just past its head, as, like, the lion's roar kind of, like, makes it stumble back a little bit, and the whip cracks just near it.
All right. Yep. But that's it. Now I'm just standing guard in this doorway.
All right, that's Bernie's turn.
All right, Bernie is like watching the struggle between Dominic and Elazri go on in the front space, and she kind of huffs a bit and puffs her chest up. Aye, both of you need to know sometimes when to move, and she's gonna try and barrel ahead and like kind of shove past Eladri a bit, and hold her hand up and throw her like an icy fog is gonna emit from her hand, and her nails are gonna turn to ice as she throws an ice knife at the three of the ghouls that are standing all together there. So I'll cast Ice Knife at first level.
Okay. And I believe it targets a single creature.
It does. So I'm gonna cast it at which one looks the most hurt?
They're all pretty equally fucked up, and I mean that quite literally. You guys have done virtually the exact same damage to all three of them.
Amazing.
You've done one less damage to one of them.
Okay. I'm gonna-
so they're all looking pretty hurt, and I will say one of them is glowing, so you would get advantage against one of them.
Sick. Yeah, I'll cast at the one that's glowing then.
Yeah. So yeah, you kind of like get out of my way, as you kind of shove Eladri and Dominic, who just kind of like falls like slightly, but it's like a tight hallway, so he's just kind of like his like head is like leaning up against the wall.
Yeah.
And he like can't.
It's
he's
like a
just,
statue
at
and
an
it kinda leans backwards.
angle.
Yeah, we're just squeezing in, and it's definitely more in like I want some of the action, like a playful, like
Right.
shoving around, like elbowing at them both as she
Yeah.
goes by, and yeah, I'll
Can't
throw.
see.
I can't see.
Down.
You're both too tall. And shoves by him to cast Ice Knife at the glowing one. Okay, so that's just a roll to hit, which I'm not going to cast it because it gets too confusing every time. So I'm just going to roll to hit first. No! Okay. That's going to be a 3 + 6, so 9 to hit the glowing one, but advantage. I forgot about that.
Nice.
Not much better, but that's
No, the 5.
11 to hit.
I'm sorry. That's literally what Eladri just rolled to hit. And you
Yeah.
see the ice explode just behind him, but doesn't it still?
It does. So they each still need to make a dexterity saving throw, and if they fail, they'll take 2d6 cold damage.
So it crashes in the wall just behind it, but then immediately explodes, and shrapnel of ice shards go everywhere. This is their dex saves.
So it's a
The
dex
glowing
save 14.
The glowing one gets a natural 1. The
Cool.
one to his right got a 14 on the die for a total of 16.
Okay.
And the one on his left got a 5 on the die. So the glowing one got a nat 1 and fails, and the one right here also failed. But because we'll say the one got a nat 1 because most of the ice just went into the back of its head, and it prevented this one from like catching any of it, essentially.
Cool. Okay, so the two that fail are going to take 11 ice damage.
Jesus Christ.
Holy God.
Let's go.
Damn, 11
Um,
ice damage. That's bananas.
as both of their heads are just pelted with these like tiny ice daggers. It just like just like cuts like a dozen holes in their heads as the ice goes straight through them, and they both just slump to the ground dead.
Awesome. And I think that
11 damage on you got a 6
on
and a
both
5
of
on
them.
2d6.
Yeah.
yeah.
6
Oh,
and a
wow.
5.
That's
Hell
amazing.
And it didn't even hit. It missed, which is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Ice
Ice
Knife
Knife.
is kind of an underrated spell.
Ice
Yeah,
Knife is pretty.
it's
That
Yeah.
explosion damage is pretty dope.
Yeah. And I think Bernie's just going to keep moving in, you know?
Nice.
Take a step in.
She's been like, you know, pissed at everything that's been happening with all these monsters and stuff. So she's just kind of got a grin on her face and moves in and
Ah,
stands.
you have the heart of a lion in you. You hear from behind you as the lion roars proudly. Now that you.
Oh my god, turn into a lion.
I know. And I think Bernie definitely just roars back at the lion.
Yeah, and if you didn't have that on your list of animals before, certainly feel free to add to it now.
I know. I
Yeah.
was thinking about that. That's awesome.
And a giant goat, for that matter. Anything
Hell yes.
Kitlin pulls out of his bag, you can pretty much transform into.
Oh,
Yay.
amazing.
Save the
Thank
ones
you,
that
Kitlin.
You're limited on because of like fly speed or swim speed or anything like
Yes.
that. But the lion and the goat do not have either of those restrictions, so
It's amazing.
you can add them to your.
One of Aesop's lesser known fables.
Yeah.
The lion and the giant goat
Hell
ripping
yes.
apart zombies and beholders.
Cool, that's it.
Staris, your turn.
Okay. 15. Oh, that smell. What did you eat? And she casts Vicious Mockery at the one left.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So it's a wisdom save. 15.
Oh, they're very wise.
They're very wise. So wise.
So I get absolutely nothing to this roll. I'll roll it in front of you.
Nice.
Natural one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, that is not. I'm
Yeah.
glad I'm not a player tonight. I would be having the worst time.
Amazing. All right. Well, let's see what kind of damage we do. Oh, just one.
Oh.
That's adorable.
Um,
And here,
Wait,
let's get rid of
doesn't
that.
doesn't it have disadvantage? Vicious Mockery has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Ooh,
Yes,
Yeah.
that is true too.
nice.
Yeah, that's a
Amazing.
good little thing.
Mhm.
And
Stay
she
free.
It's
Just a free action to drop the fairy fire, right?
Yep, I was about to
Correct.
do that.
Nice.
Oh, let's get rid of that. And Stars drops Fairy Fire
Awesome.
and drops back here.
The lion and Dominic both stop glowing as the ghoul seems very confused and is like cupping its hand and like breathing into it and smelling it to like test its own breath after Stars just insulted what it was eating, like starts picking at its teeth. And that will bring it to your turn, Dominic. You are paralyzed. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. So you are unfortunately incapacitated. You cannot take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. You haven't had to make any strength or dexterity saving throws. You haven't been attacked. And that is a good thing because attacks against you are critical hits while you are paralyzed. So go ahead and roll me one more Constitution saving throw, Dominic.
Alrighty. Con save. There we go. 23.
Yeah.
Nice. You feel your like the feeling comes back to your muscles as you kind of like catch yourself leaning up against this wall from where Bernie had like knocked you over,
Yeah.
and stand back up, and you are
Fucking
no longer paralyzed. But
Paralyzed
that is
bullshit. No, that's the end of my turn.
of your turn, which will bring us to the
That's great.
ghoul, which will lunge at you now, Bernie, with disadvantage because of Staris's vicious mocking. So does a does a 9 hit you, Bernie?
Get out of
Just
here.
not. Get out of
Turns to
here.
light at
I just
That is
immediately
going-
get a New Jersey accent.
Get out of here.
Get
That is
outta
going to
here.
end this creature's turn. It is not very smart. It doesn't really have good survival instincts. And we'll see if it survives to get another turn, but I don't believe so. That is your turn, Kitland.
All right. Bernie,
Hey,
you tell the lion what to do. And I'll command the lion.
but for
think
flavor, Bernie did it.
I think I know. I think he knows what you're saying.
I'll just have it run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then pounce onto
yes, yes, yes.
the.
Do we even need to roll for it, guys? I think we just give it to the lion, right?
Yeah.
Let's roll for shits and giggles. He gets advantage because of his pack tactics.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
So claw. That's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, make it so.
I love this lion.
Every
The
single
lion
roll.
takes the ghoul's head off as it jumps literally over you, Bernie,
Oh,
and just like in one quick motion over your head rips the ghoul's head off and is just like chewing on the neck of this ghoul as the body is now standing in front of you, Bernie, headless, and just kind of like takes like a stumble step forward and back before slumping over and falling down.
Hey. Oh, praise the king.
All right. I'm gonna run over with my bow, like ready to shoot something. I can't see anything. How many are left?
There's not a bit
No.
left. Your friend really took care of the last one.
Oh, Kitlin, your animals are amazing.
Where's the goat?
Is
And
everybody
you're no
all
longer in
right?
initiative.
Dominic, can
It's
you
a good
feel
goat.
your limbs?
Yeah, I can feel him again. Yeah, and you see him kind of stretching under his armor. He's fine. You take big gashes in the back, but they've stopped bleeding at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, these huge scratch marks just in the back of his back, and you can see where just like there's a little bit of necrotic rot in the wounds that minor, but you can see like the source of that paralysis.
Hey.
Well done, everybody. Staris, great job. Needling from afar. I think we got him cornered in there.
honestly, it was all your lion. That thing is amazing.
Yeah, it's textbook when you got a great beast.
I mean, maybe we should be gambling more often. Getting free bags.
I feel like
rusty
with
bags.
that specific sphere, you need to like annotate which one this one is.
It's not a bad idea, Kitland. More gambling.
Oh no!
Oh no!
The birth of stars is gambling.
The lion's gonna pick up this head and like walk between you guys and like kind of start making a nest out of one of these beds and just start chewing on the head on one of the beds.
Yep, sounds right.
Okay.
It's like
I
Daisy with a tennis ball, just like peeling the flesh off of it.
Peeling back the flesh.
Good lion.
Yes.
Good Melise.
Good, my liege.
He starts purring as he does it. This is very soothing for him.
Aw, amazing.
Oh.
I think that Bernie's just gonna kind of like walk around the room and take a look in all the corners and just do a little bit of looking around.
Yeah, roll me a perception check, Bernie.
$14.
There are several more corpses in this room, kind of like the dining hall. You get the sense that this was pretty obviously like a bunk room, like a place where the miners would get some rest, get some sleep. Um, there doesn't appear to be anything uniquely interesting in here. Similarly to the room before, none of the corpses appear in like really good shape. You don't find any, you know, what you would assume to be usable skulls, as they're all kind of crushed. And especially with the ghouls having been in this room for however long they've been in here, a lot of these things have been picked through and chewed on, and things like that. So the corpses almost seem in worse condition in this room than the previous room. There's another door leading out the south end here, just past, you see just beyond King Lung, chewing on the head. That door seems to be fine. The hinges aren't broken, and it's not resting on the ground like the other door was. And yeah, that's about it. Dominic, as the paralysis wears off for you, you remember that glowing item you spotted illuminated by Staris's fairy fire.
Yes. I'd probably move up, and I remember it was in the intestines of a ghoul that was in front of me.
Yeah, it was like recognize the ghoul. They all looked kind of different enough, and the positioning didn't change much. We'll say it's kind of like right here, right in front of Eladri.
Yeah, I think.
And you see like the ice shards, like some giant ice shards still sticking out of its head, slowly beginning to melt now.
And then I'll look. Let's see. Eladri, do you have a knife I can borrow real quick?
Yep. I gotcha.
And then I'll kind of move up,
Dagger too, yeah.
grab the dagger from Eladri, kind of flip it over, and get knife out and kind of cut where I remember the item was in the intestines.
You split the belly like wide open, and his intestines just begin to pool out of him.
Okay. The smell is probably just rancid.
Yeah, but I don't think Dominic is the kind of guy who gets fazed by bad smells.
Nope. And so I'll just continue. I remember this item was somewhere in this vicinity, so I'm going to kind of just like use the dagger or the knife and just kind of move it around and see if I see anything. Maybe bulging or anything like that.
Roll me an investigation check as you kind of poke and prod with the dagger.
Okay. That is a 25.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's all just soft, like rotted tissue and stuff. It appears like, normal guts, but so much of it is deteriorated, much like the flesh, of this creature. And you're able to, and it's a sharp knife that Eladri handed you, and you're able to kind of like stab into it with ease, and eventually you hit something kind of hard with the tip of your knife.
Okay. I'll kind of put the knife and clean the knife off real quick on my pant leg and kind of hand it back to Eladri. Hilt back, so I'm holding the point of the knife so he doesn't grab the knife point. And then I'll kind of
sure. Knife etiquette.
Yeah, then I'll dig my hands into where the guts were and just kind of move them out of the way to find that piece of hard something that was in there.
You reach your hand inside these like tauntaun guts, and easily finds the object you struck with the knife, and you pull it out, and it's a little gross, and you kind of wipe it off, and you find a small golden ring.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is there anything discerning on the ring, like a crest or maybe initials or something like that?
As you examine it, you see these arcane runes that are delicately etched into the inner band of this ring. Dominic, I'm also going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Why?
You still have your
Alright.
bardic, right?
I do have
Yeah.
my
He
bardic, so
still
yeah.
has his bardic, which has not worn off yet.
That is a natural 20 for a
Let's
24.
go.
Oh.
That's like
What?
the 5th natural 20.
What is this? What is this?
What is this?
That's
You don't
the
need to
night
worry about
for
it. All you need to know is that you passed that Constitution saving throw, and that's a very good thing.
Cool.
Wow.
Dominic.
Yep.
Although it may take some time for you to identify with this item and eventually attune to it, you, Dominic, may not have this information yet, but Zaman, I will go ahead and tell you to add a ring of protection to your inventory.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh.
All right, cool.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, this is a nice little find after getting fucking paralyzed by these pieces of shit. All right.
And Dominic shows you guys this kind of golden ring. It's a really well-made, simple-looking ring, and you can see these kind of arcane etchings delicately inscribed in very neat script all along the interior of the band. And they kind of
Go ahead and-
shimmer with like the faintest glow. And I mean, they're like dental floss, how fine these arcane sketches are.
Yeah.
But there's like a unique kind of pearlescent sheen to where the script is embedded into this gold band.
I'll go ahead and identify this later, but maybe when we're a little bit safer.
Aye. There is another door here. How does everybody feel?
I'm a little worse for wear after the beating I got, but I think I can keep going.
Aye.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, just
Our lion friend, King Long, he said he smelled some fungus down this way.
To the east, he says, with like a mouthful of ghoul hair hanging off of his chin.
He says that it's down into the east, but do we want to push further through this room?
Well, does it seem like it's going to
Maybe
connect to
seven.
that hallway down the way, maybe?
Cheeky look. I'll dismount Pamela and
Okay.
take off my hat and my green cardigan.
Okay.
pants.
Here we go.
And
Here we
I'm just
go.
gonna creep along the stone wall here. Turn my eyes.
I'll look
and
down either way.
Just peek my head this way, hiding against that wall.
Okay. Which way? Sorry, this way? Or
I'll look both ways, I suppose.
This way. Okay, yeah, cool. You are going to discover another dead ends. Yay!
Hey.
You kind of look down one hall and see where miners didn't get very far. You actually see where like the stone changes a little bit and almost like a harder material, but that wasn't much worth mining past. And then as you look down the other hallway, much as you would have suspected, it does connect with the hallway you looked down earlier. And although you can't see it having this information already, you would surmise that the little turn to like back to the north would ultimately lead into the room where you fought the ghouls, and then you see another open hallway directly across from that doorway. This hallway also eventually dead ends.
just keep on going and stealthily against this wall, look down this hallway.
Hmm. Hmm.
You turn down the hallway, Caitlin, and you look into a massive chamber which has several intersecting tunnels. You've got a pretty good sense of dark vision, so I think you can actually see kind of all the way to the end here.
I've got 120 feet.
So several tunnels kind of intersect into this very large cavern. The ceilings reach roughly 30 feet high here. And you can see that the tunnel that continues south must have been the original entrance to this mine at some point, that has been buried by some massive amount of destruction here. In various niches around the corners of this room that you can see from this angle, you see several brass lanterns, some fallen and collapsed on the ground, some still hanging on these iron rods that protrude from the cavern walls. In these small niches and ledges around the cavern, you can also see where there are these like kind of bas-relief carvings in the wall themselves, depicting various characters. Kind of hard to see from this angle. You might need to get a closer look. You also see on the ground here maybe 2-3 dozen skeletons and rusted scraps of armor scattered across the cavern floor. Some skeletons are smaller, presumably dwarven size, while others appear larger in stature. And you can tell just by scanning the area that a pitched battle was once fought here, when the mines were stormed and the dead still lie where they fell.
I'll go over to this door and I'll give it like the it's me, Caitlin.
Oh, boom, boom, the cop knock.
Yeah.
Yoo-hoo!
Intro.
Hey, Caitlin, that's you. What?
I said, it's me, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. No. Does the door just open here, or is it like?
Yeah,
Damn
yeah, it opens.
Okay, cool. Cool.
It's unlocked if you try to open it.
Great, yeah. Just go ahead and open it. Hey,
Yeah.
what'd you find?
Door swings open much easier than the previous door did.
Evidence of a battle, but there's nobody lurking, at least down there. I see some more twists and turns.
Right. Well, and I think Bernie kind of like turns back to like Eladri and Dominic and anybody else who's in the room. It seems like this.
Starts to try to make friends with the goat.
Down outside and down the way.
Starts to just petting the goat.
Yeah.
feeding it an old apple that she has. That's like starting to get a little
Starting
squishy.
to like braid its hair in places.
Amazing.
Tying bows in it.
Pamela is getting jealous, so jealous that she has to get out of there.
No, Pamela!
Right, we're all here, but where
Stardust notices and says, "Come on, goat. Let's see what everyone's. Let's see what everyone else is doing."
I'm actually going to also give Stars control of the goat now.
Nice.
Yes. Amazing.
So we have
All right.
3 Beastmaster Rangers now, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Pretty
Yep.
much.
Well, no, it's just a special thing with this particular goat. And
Got it.
Stars.
Yeah.
Aw.
Because she tied ribbons in its hair.
Oh, got it. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
I'm gonna call you Chester.
Oh my god.
Long
Right.
3, what are you doing over there? Long 3. Where have you got these braids from? Benny, will you ask the goat why he's not responding to me long 3s?
To me, long
ma-
threes.
No, I braided his hair, Kitland. I hope you don't mind.
Right, it's just I thought that you'd named him something else.
I might be calling him Chester. I think he likes it.
All right, we'll settle this right now. Do you prefer Long 3 or do you prefer Chester?
Bernie the goat very much prefers Chester.
Kitland,
Although
I'm
its name is Alonzo, but
Yeah.
Right, to be fair, I don't think that the goat understands anyone, so its name is Alonzo, but
Oh.
it does like the name Chester, and I don't really think that they all just want to be named like they're clones of the other one, right, Caitlin?
Right, it's just a lot to keep track of. I think long is a good catch-all.
Long. I can't.
Maybe for
can't.
also
air, but
fine.
not for
It's an
names.
interesting catch-all.
And you hear the line in the background, and you're like, yeah, we don't mind the names you've given us. Lion, it's preferable to lung, but I'll always respond to your majesty. And continues to chew on the head. This session might have gotten away from me.
To the matters at hand, Caitlin did go down the way. Caitlin, I don't know, is there anything worth discovering tonight, or should we take a little break?
I mean, this room seems like we could defend it pretty well. It is tight, but there's, 2 entrances, 2 exits,
Some sort of beds, possibly cots.
lots of beds. Yeah.
We could
It's
take
just,
another short rest. Or
Right. It's just that it's early. We've got the lion. We might have a rat tomorrow.
that is fair.
I mean, I'm good with another short rest. This should be fine.
All right then. I'll keep watch.
I can play a song to lift our spirits. And
Well, Yeah. Just I don't know that we'll have another chance to have a proper long rest down here. This is beds and we can defend it. So if anybody needs a long rest, I think this is our chance.
So here's what I'll say regarding long rest, just kind of above table for you guys in a place like this. There are obviously I have scripted moments, hidden throughout the dungeon for you all because this game takes some type of preparation. But just because you've cleared the scripted, threats doesn't mean that other threats maybe aren't still lurking. This is an underground environment, right? These dead ends, there are pores in these holes, there are creatures that maybe can crawl out of here and so on and so forth. So you may attempt to rest and act in any way you think your characters may act. But just know the longer you spend in a single location, the more opportunities things that lurk in this area have to find you. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying it might be dangerous, it might be difficult, and without doing some extreme methods of fortification or finding areas you can be certain are safe, it might be kind of difficult to do. Think Dark Souls needing to find like a campground kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Campfire. Yep.
So you are more than welcome to try to take a long rest. And even if it does get interrupted by combat, it won't necessarily negate it. It just might continue to get interrupted by combat. And can you survive the night? And then if you're fighting too much throughout the night, there might be penalties to the long rest, right? So think of it in that way. But ultimately, you guys can do, like, this isn't a video game. You can do whatever you want to do.
And we can only take 2 short rests per long rest, right? Is that a thing?
Absolutely not. No.
Oh.
You can,
okay.
Yeah, you guys can take your time, and if you need to take, I mean, like, in real life, when you fight to the death, that takes a lot out of you. and even though it was only a few seconds, if now some fighters may be able to like pick up and keep going and be like, come on, we don't have time to rest, we got to keep moving. But it takes a lot out of you to cast these spells and do this magic. It takes a lot out of you to get into these scraps and to pull off these maneuvers that you're able to do. I like to think of HP as more like stamina, right? It's not like a magical vitality pool that you're like, it's not like you're getting actually hit. It's these glancing blows and making efforts to survive until eventually you take that killing blow, right? So yeah, think about it in terms of how much stamina has this taken from you and how much rest do you need to try to get it back, right? Like, yeah, we've only been going for 4 hours, but we've been fighting for our lives for the last 4 hours. It takes a lot out of people. Now, I will say you can only benefit from a long rest once every 24 hours.
Well, it would be useful to keep the goat and the lion. Maybe just something to catch our breath.
Aye. I think that could work. If we're all right with stopping for just a moment again, does that sound okay? Or should we press on?
I'm fine with pressing on.
I'm okay to press on. I just didn't know if anyone needed something a bit more.
I'm feeling fine too. Yes, Dominic, are you alright?
Dominic, I mean, I'm fine. I can press on. It was, I took some damage, but nothing worse than I haven't had to deal with before.
Are you bloodied?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope, he's got, gashes in his back and his armor's a little tattered more than normal, but nothing out of the ordinary. He doesn't seem like he's hunched over. He's not in pain or anything like that. You do see the necrotic, edges on the wounds on his back if you were to look at his back where it kind of, decayed a little bit, but nothing too crazy.
Well, okay. Shall we explore another avenue?
Alright, let's keep moving forward. Maybe we can find another place a little bit further in that we can fortify. And if anything, we could always retreat back here.
And I don't know how much of the chamber Itlin described to you all. But there did seem to be carvings and lanterns here in this kind of part of the chamber, Kitlin. And then towards here, you discovered what was obviously the main entrance at one point, but has been destroyed.
Yeah, I'll just grab all of that.
Well, we can send the lion out again to do a smell test for us. It's quite stealthy.
I will say, I think what he was trying to say earlier, when he did smell down this way, was that he smelled a lot of fungus. Is that... And I'll turn to the lion for a second. Does that sound right?
Yes. There's further east of here. I couldn't smell much south.
He
Just
says that
dust and bone.
he says a lot of dust and bone to the south.
Right, so we should figure out what this fungus is then, yeah?
Aye. Right. And just to let you all know too, I did speak to Gandrin when he was doing the rites, and as a reminder, Tharden is still out there somewhere. So perhaps it is best that we keep trudging along. Maybe the sooner we can find him, the sooner we can try and help, if it's still a possibility.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna grab my cardigan out of Pamela's pack, and I'm gonna like push my beard up over my mouth and nose and tie my cardigan around my face, knowing that we're about to get into some fungus stuff.
Cool, cool, cool.
Why are you doing that, Kitland?
I'm just worried about breathing spores. We've had some nasty stuff in the caves where I used to work, and this isn't the best, but it's all I've got for the time being. I reckon you all do the same.
Smart thinking. Yeah, I'll pull some like cloth out of my bag as well and tie it around my face.
Yeah, I'd say you guys probably have something you can use or at least fashion in a pinch if needed. I think at one point, Eladra, you pull out your like handkerchief and find it like again cut up a little bit when Kidlin made his tags,
Yes.
and you're able to create simple face coverings with a piece of cloth easily enough. All right,
Good
Bernie, you
idea.
leading the charge?
I'll go. I'm
love
gonna
it.
remount Pamela, but I'll go as well.
Right on. All right, Bernie, you wrapping up the hallway?
Yeah, I guess so.
You see to your right what appears to be a small chamber. The eastern wall of this room, directly ahead of you as you kind of turn the corner and look inside, has collapsed into a mass of rubble and earth. But to the north of here, you see a small wooden door that has been added and brought into these mines and built here, which stands ajar, leading to a further room inside. So there's like a small antechamber, which is like half a room and just half like earth and rock, filling this area. And I'll go ahead and pull it up real quick so you can see it. It looks kind of like this. And it actually looks kind of beautiful the way the rock just creates this natural shape on the other edge of the wall. And to the northern end of the small antechamber, you see this small wooden door that's ajar. And when I say small, a lot of these doors, like the stone doors here that you went in and out of, and this door here, they're about Bernie's height.
Do I see anything like floating around? Any signs of fungus or anything like that?
Roll me a perception check as you kind of scan the area and like sniff the air a little bit.
8.
It's just kind of a there's not even a lot of dust, here because there's no breeze. There's nothing to like kind of blow through the air, and it's just this stone room. It appears empty, and as you kind of sniff the air, you smell like wet earth, but nothing that to you immediately screams, dangerous fungus ahead or anything like that. You just smell what smells like a cave to you.
Okay. I think thinking back on Kitlin's words, just in his experience, kind of being in the caves and fungus and all spores and all that stuff, I'll just take a step forward and then I'll use my cantrip gust to just start gently like blowing like air in front of me away from me as I like step foot like in the doorway.
Oh yeah, you do that. You create this, and you see like uh just like small like particles kind of like floating in the air. But beyond that, nothing. As this just kind of breeze pushes sort of dirt and dust through the air and causing it to billow out, and the door swings just slightly. It doesn't like blow open or anything, but just creaks ever so just a little bit as the wind kind of pushes it another inch or so open.
Like, Bernie, what do you see?
Not much, to be honest. I don't really see any spores or fungus. Just an empty room.
Well, we could always send Chester. Or
Aye, that's not a bad idea.
if we're trying to be more stealthy, you've seen me rat. Or as you spiders, you could sneak in. But if we're trying to be loud, we've got a literal battering ram.
Good, Chester.
I, right. I think, yeah, Bernie's just kind of like poking her head back, like checking to see if everybody else is there. Right then, I guess I'll go in. Right. She's just kind of like steps forward hesitantly into the room, and I'll go to the door.
Okay. You listening at the door? You opening the door? You trying to peer inside?
I will. I mean, there's no gaps. Yeah, I'll just kind of listen at the door for a second. Put my head up against it.
You wait for a moment, but you don't hear anything.
Right. Okay. And I'll just I'll attempt to open the door.
The door swings open with ease, and it reveals a decent-sized storeroom, which has strangely kept its shape. You see stacks of kegs and barrels tucked neatly against the walls. However, all of them have long since cracked and split open from age. I mean, we're talking centuries they've been left here. And the room does smell faintly of wine and ale, but unfortunately nothing left of the remnants of the treasures that were once left behind here. And I will reveal the storeroom.
I found the jackpot here.
And Bernie, while there seems to be nothing of value here, and while none of the barrels, held any of the wine or ale they once carried anymore, and what little puddles may have seeped into the corners that have remained just because the conditions are right, have long since been contaminated, and only the very desperate would probably drink from the room is crowded with all of the barrels and crates here, especially with a group as large as yours. But with only one way in and out of this chamber, Bernie, you quickly realize that you could probably safely rest here, at least for a short period of time, And for a longer period of time, it would be much, much easier to fortify from this position.
I think if we want to rest for the night, this might be the spot. True, it might be a little moldy, but I don't think there's any harm to it, Gitland. Ladry, what do you think?
Looks like you found a safe house. This will be good.
Yeah, I hope
Yeah.
so.
And I think that little glimmer of hope in an otherwise pretty gloomy and terrifying dungeon is where we will end our session for tonight.
Yeah, nice.
Crawling.
Good.
Holy
Crawl.
Good job,
crap,
everybody. Woo, woo,
you
woo.
guys.
We did
We made
it.
it.